Hey guys, this is Gamer Welcome to the 5th of our, not the Pokemon TCG, we're on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Draft this time out. Welcome to the 5th of our Yu-Gi-Oh! Draft series here. On to Labyrinth of Nightmare. This is the first set of 2003, which means we do have some promo cards as well. We will not be adding them in this time round, because I'll do that between like video things here, because there's a fair few, but it's every promo in 2002 which was not in a set or something we have already got copies of. So no Blue Eyes White Dragons and things, but we do get like exchange, metal morph, some fun stuff like that. Labyrinth of Nightmare on the other hand, there's some very interesting things here. This is where the monsters start getting to be like an actual threat. A lot of the monsters we've had so far have been maybe like 1800 at most, with just non-effect things. The odd 2k defender that, you know, we can play around with and it's fine. Nah, straight away. Secret Rare, Gemini Elf, 1900. We didn't get Mechanicalchaser in TP1, so that, you know, we were stuck at the 1800 mark. No, now we have a 19. And also this is Earth, which if I did stick with that Earth side deck strategy, this would be really good to have around for that. Magic Cylinder is also here, and in the early rounds of Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic Cylinder is actually a very good card, because negating an attack and doing a bunch of damage as well is super important for the early life points matter sort of thing with it here. So definitely a card that's worth it. Ultra Res, there's a fair few that hit pretty hard here as well. The Masked Beast is funny because it's the highest attack ritual that we would have access to, but it's not very good for it, so kind of whatever. Mask of Restrict is pretty interesting, because we are seeing Kib is still playing a lot of tribute stuff too, so Mask of Restrict is actually kind of good there, and also it prevents the weenies from getting tributed off the board. Speaking of, Royal Command is just a straight floodgate that negates all flip effect monsters, so a lot of the stuff which is getting set at the moment, there may be an out if we can pull it. Torrential Tribute obviously is the big one in the Ultra Rare slot here. It's just going to be amazing if anybody gets it. If it stays in, I mean, I say if it stays in play, Mirror Force is still in play, so it's possible Torrential stays in. Card of Safe Return is not like good at the moment, but is ridiculous later on. However, it does come out as a common and such later on, so we're probably fine without it just now. But if we do get some sort of crazy shenanigans for this, it could be really good. United We Stand, Mage Power, excellent equip cards that maybe would go with Maha Vilo, or anything really. Mage Power especially, we can set like all of our back row, and then just get 2500 attack off of that, which is really good. Dark Necrofear is a build around that nobody has the giant germs to facilitate, so there is that. Last Warrior from Another Planet would be great later on with Metamorphosis, otherwise not amazing at the moment. And Destiny Board is a meme, but there you go. There's some short print stuff here which is interesting, notably Fairy Box is probably the most obnoxious card in the set, so I don't know if we're going to get enough of it, but if we do, if I lose this week, I'm almost definitely banning this. So there you go. Fusion Gate is here as well. Unlike Polymerization, we will not be getting free copies of Fusion Gate automatically, because not only does it get printed later on, I know Poly does too, but it's like, it's a field spell, and field spells have a searcher later on, unlike Poly, which does, but is also like terrible for it. This is not Polymerization, so I don't care what anybody says with it. Vengeful Box Spirit is a okay enough, like, gives everybody summoning sickness, so potentially a floodgate thing later. Some of the super rares are really interesting in here. Defusion is kind of funny if Polymerization gets played, now that Imperial Order is banned. Kycoo the Ghost Destroyer is most likely the best of the lot here. Preventing opponents from banishing cards is really good. It's also a dark, so later on Chaos Synergy. Bazoo the Soul Eater was originally printed to not have the banish monster only thing on it, so used to be kind of crazy, but yeah, I will make note to the guys to only to use the post one with that, because it was a mistranslation. Fire Princess would be extremely funny, because we do have access to free Solemn Wishes, so if we did pull enough Fire Princess, I may try some dumb stuff with that, with all the stall stuff we have here. Mask of the Accursed is also pretty good for that sort of strat as well, burning the opponent while stopping him from attacking. And then we get to some of the rares. There's a lot of the Destiny Board pieces mess up the rare slots here. Jowgen Spiritualist is very important for last turn if we do get that in the net set after this. Spiritualism is pretty good. It's only bounces the back row, but it cannot be negated, so it's respectable enough for just now. And then I think the only other rare that's really super worth noting is probably Tornado Bird. Yes, Dark Lord Marie, maybe if you want to go into St. Joan strats, but I think Tornado Bird bouncing 2 spell trap cards back on flip summon is going to be the best bet here. The beast up here, Amphibian Beast, is another 2400 guy, but we already got Beast at Tal Wars, so I don't really care too much about that. Some of the commons are okay though. We do get Hysteric Fairy, so it's an 1800 light, which is really good. I think Azure is going to be on Luminous Spark strats next round. Forgiving Maiden is another 2k guy. Offerings to the Doomed is really good. You do skip a draw phase for this, but you get to destroy a face-up monster on the field at quick speed. So, excellent card to have around. We definitely want to pick up 2 or 3 of that. Otherwise, we have Zombyra the Dark down here, is one of my favorites from this early stuff. This probably just replaces Dark Elf for me. 2100 attack, level 4. It does lower its attack when it kills monsters, and it can't attack directly, but that's fine. 2100 is bigger than 2k, so it gets over all the wall stuff. There's a lot of banish cards in here as well. We have stuff like Solar Purity and Light, Spirit of Flames, Aqua Spirit. All of these require you to banish attribute monsters. Most of the time they don't do too much more than that, but they are special summons, so you can use these for tribute plays. So there's potential there. And then we have the Dark Door, which makes only 1 monster able to attack per turn, which is pretty annoying. Other than that, Bait Doll could be very funny because it could force activations of stuff, maybe force Solemn Judgment or something to come in, so we might look for that because I didn't get Nobleman of Extermination. Yeah, that's mostly what is good here. I think there was one more potential short print one that was decent. Collected Power. If we do see equip stuff, this is probably better than Tailor of the Fickle, where it just absorbs all of the equipped spells that are in, or equipped cards that are in play, and equips them to 1 target of your choice, which would be very funny to put onto Mahavila. So let's see what we can do here. 24 packs of Labyrinth and Nightmare. I don't think we're going to use a reroll unless I get absolutely nothing, but that immediately is not the case. Jowgen the Spiritualist and Gemini Elf, secret rare in the first pack here. Feels good. I think we might play Earth, because I did have a pretty reasonable Earth strat in the side deck already. This slots in absolutely perfectly. We may well just play that. Some other potential notes here. Cure Mermaid is very funny for stall strategies because it gives you 800 life points every turn. If you do have Fire Princess in play at the same time, that's really fun. Lady Assailant of Flames banishes the top 3 cards of your deck to do 800 burn damage on a flip, so maybe there's something to that. And then of course Spirit of Flames is, if you are playing Fire, Spirit of Flames is pretty good because it's a special summon that gives you 2000 attack in your own battle phase, which is good. Kibio Dratmore could also be pretty annoying actually, so definitely one to note there. I am not playing this meme, I'm not playing this meme, you can't make me play it. We got Destiny VOD. You can't make me, I'm not going to do it. We need to get all the spirit messages and they are rares, but no. No, you can't make me do it. Emperor's Holiday is funny because it's a floodgate for equip spells, it just negates all the equips that are in play, so this could be another way instead of Collected Power, could be another way to block out equip strategies. Very funny with something like defend against the opponent's Akibio Drat Mode or whatever. Aqua Spirit is notable for later because it's water, which is actually kind of nice, so I'm not playing it. You can't make me play it. A second Destiny bot. We're 3 packs in and I have a secret and 2 ultras. Are you kidding? This could have been Torrential Tribute. One thing to note with the spirit messages here, because of the artwork stuff on the site, they actually say it down here. Card art may show a different set code. This is not a bug. We only store 1 card image for each art. They store the uncensored art, so it's actually the OCG letters which are here, but it is still spirit message A. So yeah, that is a thing, I guess. Tornado Wall is interesting. I don't even think I got enough Umi to play it, but with a Legendary Ocean later, maybe it's okay. Nothing else to really mention in there, though, so let's just move on. Well, there's the second of 4 spirit messages we would need, right? Anything else I've even noted in here? I guess Humanoid Slime, if we did want to go into that sort of thing. There's a third Akibio Drat mod already as well, so I guess that's kind of funny. Nothing else really too noteworthy in that, so let's just move on. Yo! Oh, that's very interesting. That is fascinating for later on. Card of Safe Return. So I didn't actually fully mention what this card does. If a monster is special summoned from your graveyard by any means, you draw a card whilst this is in play. It isn't amazing at the moment because we only really have one monster reborn that does that. I don't even have Shallow Grave. I don't have Spear Cretin to be able to use this, but that is an excellent card to have in the back for whenever we can do something dumb with it. Tornado Bird is really good, as I mentioned, spell trap removal potentially. Zombyra the Dark I do want to see a playset of if I can get it, because this card is one of the stronger dudes for now. Fairy Box is irritating to say the least. On attack, every time you attack you flip a coin, and if it's called incorrectly your attack goes to 0. The one who has this, the one who's getting the effect of it, does pay 500 life points or destroys this card now. Standby phase, but whatever, it's really stupid. Vengeful Bog Spirit also potentially something to look at here. Next, Dark Lord Marie is at least reasonable. If we want to play St. Joan, we can, and Dark Lord Marie is a painful choice target if we do get Fire Princess. This would probably be the first time where Painful Choice would actually be useful, so if we got like a playset of this and like 2 Fire Princess or something, that could be worth a play. So, in terms of rarity, it's, let's just flip the next one and see if we can show. So, common obviously is the basic. Rare is you get one of these in every pack, and then it's super rare, ultra rare, secret rare as your order of stuff. In this pack, we get Rock Spirit, I suppose. Yeah, it's a special summon for my Earth deck, so I guess that's pretty good. We could use that, so not really too upset to see that. If I get enough of them, it lowers the attack of the opponent's stuff, I think. No, that's Solar Purity and Light. Oh, Mask of Brutality is interesting because I didn't get Axe of Despair. It is a straight 1000 attack gain, which is very, very cool. Other than that, not really a ton here. I suppose Melkid the Four-Faced Beast is a 1500 Dark Fiend if we needed it for Mystic Tomato Sangan type stuff, but not really worth it. Only if we got Dark Necrophere could we even consider that. That's the same spirit message that we already have, so we can't get too excited about that. Amazon S Archer is one that could potentially get banned at some point. You tribute 2 monsters on your field and do 1200 burn damage. This is not once per turn, so if you had a way Substitute. If you have a way of getting infinite monsters in play, you would be able to burn the opponent out as an FTK with this thing. But that's very, very hard to do, and it wouldn't be possible right now. But still something to note for the future. Moving on here, Gillsaurus is one that I kind of wanted to see. I didn't really mention this before, and honestly, it's mostly just for FTK shenanigans here. You get to special summon this from the hand, but if you do so, the opponent special summons 1 monster from their graveyard. If they don't have a monster in their graveyard, however, they don't get to summon anything. So, it is kind of nice. It's also an Earth, so there is still synergy if I do want to play the Earth strat here. So, definitely fine with seeing one of those. So let's move on, see what else we get. Destruction Punch is funny, but not particularly good. If the opponent, you flip this when the opponent attacks a defense dude, and if their attack is lower, they get destroyed. Because normally that doesn't happen, but doesn't really matter. Solar Purity and Light is nice to see for later on, though. We haven't seen Hysteric Fairy yet, though. We're like halfway through, so that's not necessarily good. This pack has got nothing that I care for. Spirit of the Breeze is very funny because it gains you life points when it's in attack position, but it's got no attack and 1800 defense, so it doesn't really do anything. Second half, let's see what we can do. Second Gillsaurus, okay, second Fairy Box, so we're kind of on lock for that. Only one Zombyra too. We're missing a lot of the good monsters out of here so far, but I guess I can't complain too much. Second Jowgen is pretty good, and Bait Doll, that's the first time we're seeing this actually. So this forces the activation of a face-down trap card, and if the activation timing is incorrect, then it gets destroyed. Either way, this gets shuffled back into the deck, and you don't get to destroy anything if it's a spell card. But this is basically like Trapmaster, but on a spell instead of the stuff here, which is fine. Okay, moving on here. That is the same message we have, I'm pretty sure. We have already got this one before. First time we're seeing Fusion Gate here, which is solid. Second Bait Doll is good too. Nothing else really noteworthy here, so let's just move on. Kycoo the Ghost Destroyer. Alright, this is looking pretty solid right now. So Kaiku is an 1800 dude, it's dark, and it has a good effect. When it does battle damage, it banishes up to 2 monsters out of the opponent's graveyard, notably before the monster you destroy goes to the graveyard if you are doing that sort of thing. But it also prevents the opponent from banishing out of their graveyard, so they can't summon anything like the Rock Spirit or, you know, any of the Garuda and stuff like that. Second Zombyra is really good too. We just need one more of that in 8 packs and we will be totally fine. That, I think, actually isn't a message that we already have. So I think I'm missing one spirit message right now in order to play the dump. You can't make me, surely. Okay, there's Amphibian Beast, which is fine if we do want to play another 1 tribute guy. We've got like 3 2400 attack dudes now, so we can just go with Soul Exchange and stuff like that. Third Bait Doll is really good too. Unfriendly Amazon is hilarious, but not very good in the slightest because it requires you to tribute a monster every turn just to keep it in play. Oh boy! Okay. You know, this is pretty good. Magic Cylinder and Gemini Elf in the same thing, huh? Also, that's what, the third Gillsaurus? This is looking really good. We've got 5 packs left to go. Even if I don't get Zombyra and stuff here, then I think I really can't complain. But we get it! Is that the last one? We're going to have to look at the end here, but if that's the last one, you're going to make me do it, aren't you? Nothing else really to note. Summoner Evolutions is funny when we eventually get Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, or even just Master of Oz, but it requires a tribute as well, so not exactly too good here. There's the third fairy box, definitely, so we have all of that sort of thing that we want. Amphibian Beast number 2, sure, that's fine. Let's move on. 3 packs left to go. Yo, that's awesome. Yo, this set, the only thing we're missing, right, is Torrential Tribute, yeah? Royal Command is a crazy card to get hold of in this format. I don't have Lights of Intervention, so I can't force things to be face up, but I can just straight up negate flip effects now. That's a really good one to have. Also, another Fusion Gate is pretty fun. Fire Sorceress is a hilarious creature swap target later on, because it forces the person on flip to banish 2 cards out of their hand to do 800 burn damage. So if you creature swap this to the opponent and then attack over it, it's very funny. Also another Rock Spirit, so pretty solid there too. 2 packs left to go. Nothing too amazing here. Skull Lair is another card which is monsters only, even though its original print had just banished cards. So this isn't as good removal as you would like. One card I have not actually seen is Offerings to the Doomed. Can we get one in the close here? No. So that is one card we didn't get hold of. That's a little bit unfortunate, because it would have been nice to have had more quick play removal. But okay. I can't really complain too much with the stuff here. Let's, I mean, I'm immediately saving this one for sure. There is no way I'm re-rolling this because we've got far too many good cards out of this one. Let's go into the deck builder real quick so we can sort this thing. And we will go over all of the fun stuff we got, because we got some really fun stuff here. Just need to remember how we do that. Is under tools. No, that's randomize sort. There we go. So we got Gemini Elf. That is obviously very powerful in its own right. We have the best attacker that we have access to right now. Did we get the Forgiving Maiden? I don't believe I did. No, so we can't play St. John because I also don't have fusion substitute stuff. That's a bit of a shame. We did get the triple Zombyra, so I have all of the beatdown stuff that I would want for now, which is very good. We do also have a couple of Amphibian Beasts if I do want to play like Soul Exchange or focus on Change of Heart stuff a fair bit more, so that's really nice. One Kaiku, so even got a good one for it there. What else do we get? Lots of Aqua Spirit, lots of Flame Spirit, yeah, whatever. Triple Gillsaurus if we want to do some dumb stuff later on. We did get a Tornado Bird, so that's potentially good. 2 Jaugen is really nice. I think there was maybe a couple of things that we missed in here, but really nothing too major. The spells are fine. We are missing one Spirit Message, right? T, H, and A. We are missing one, so we may have to try and trade to that if we can, I guess. I mean, nobody else is gonna care, right? We'll see. Yeah, so we don't have all of the Spirit Messages, so we need one of those if we are going to do the dumb stuff. As Agil's like, sure, immediately. One thing I didn't get in the monster part is Hysteric Fairy. So I definitely won't be on light this time round, unfortunately. I have a couple of things I can trade for the message, so I guess we've got it that way. Yeah, so I didn't get the Fairy, and I didn't get Forgiving Maiden, so definitely no light stuff right now. Hysteric Fairy is a little bit weird when it comes to stuff that way, because it's really kind of nice later on, but then again, yeah, Sacred Crane is probably fine when we get to Chaos stuff, so I think I'm okay there. And then Triple Bait Doll is really good at the moment. No Spiritualism, but I think Bait Doll is probably fine here, so we're good there. And then we got the Fairy Box, we got the Cylinder, we got Royal Command. So, also Triple Collected Power, I did kind of want that as a tech option, so I think we are pretty solid here. Even a couple of Mask of Brutality if I do want to go down that sort of way myself. Yeah, honestly, cannot complain in the slightest about the pulls with it here. So yeah, clearly we have kept this one. There is no way we would go out of that. So with that said, let us move on to the deck profile and see what we have come up with here. Okay. Welp, I didn't really want to do this, but there is actually a tiny bit of logic to this as well as being memed into it. So first off, I'm not deliberately trying to throw here or anything, but I am very high up right now, like 7-1 in terms of win rate stuff. I don't necessarily care if I win or lose this one, right? If I lose this one, that means I get to ban Fairy Box, which is absolutely something I am down with because I hate this stupid card. I have a feeling it's going to get banned anyway, but if I lose this one, it means I'm the one who gets to ban it, which is great because, yeah, fuck this card. Number 2. This is the time in draft where there is the lowest amount of spell trap removal that we will ever have. After this set concludes, we get starter decks Joey and Pegasus, which will have 1 Dust Tornado and 1 MST each, alongside another 2 copies of like 7 Tools of the Bandit and whatnot. And then the set afterwards is Legacy of Darkness that has Stamping Destruction. And last time that we played this with Kib, both of us went down the Dragon strategy that involved that card, so we had Destruction for it. The set after that has Regeki Break. So, if we want to play Destiny board ever, this is the best time to do it. Despite not having the coherent strategy around it, we're just going to have to make do. So, functionally, this is a more or less standard beatdown deck with 7 Garnets in it, pretty much. Okay, 4 Garnets and like 3 things around it here. But, I mean, that is kind of what we have to do here. So, yeah, there isn't really much else to do with this. I don't have the sort of Spear Cretin defensive background type stuff in order to really use the infinite loop type strategy stuff for it. I don't have a ton of a resource generation, etc. to to worry about it that way. I don't have some of the better tools when it comes to protecting life points and everything and still being okay with Destiny board. I don't have more than one offerings to the Doom. I had to trade for this card. So we kind of got to go in with what we have here. So this is what we're going to do. We have Gemini Elf, we've got the 2 Giant Soldier of Stones as a defensive bit. This is used with Giant Rat in order to actually have some sort of defense stuff come up. Zombyra the Dark is still one of the strongest monsters that we have access to, and we do have 3 copies of it. This gets over enemy 2k walls at the first bit for it here, so that is fine, to be totally honest with you. It gets over the annoying things the opponent has down, goes to 1900 at that, but if they change a Hearted or something, they have to tribute it in order to get through your stuff. So there's that. We pulled a Kaiku, so that's super good. Gives us an excuse to not play Lagian, I guess. Gives an extra effect here, which is pretty good. We have 2 Giant Rat and the 2 Mystic Tomato because we want to have some recruiter stuff going on here so we can thin the deck down. We are trying to get to Destiny board as fast as we can. Keep in mind we don't have Pot of Greed, and even if we did it was banned, but you know, there's that. So we've got these to get to the Witch. We're no longer playing Sangan because Sangan doesn't search that many targets in this deck. It gets your recruiters, it gets the Wall of Illusion. That's the only thing that Witch can't search though. So we're just playing the 2 Witch in here as well. Wall of Illusion is still a reasonable target for Mystic Tomato to get as well, so there is that. 1 Dream Clown, because if we go Giant Rat, they kill Rat and don't have another attack, we can Dream Clown and then next turn kill the thing that they killed the Rat with. So this is a good like finisher for it if we don't want Giant Soldier of Stone. So there's that. Cyberjar, Mask of Darkness is in here because we can recover Wabaku mostly, but if a Destiny board gets like pinged somehow before we activate it, then you know, we can recover that too, I suppose. And a Manny the Bug rounds out the monsters. Not as many monsters as normal, but we also have no tribute stuff in here whatsoever, so I think it's fine, to be honest, to actually have that kind of lower count here, because we need a lot of the spell trap stuff in here. Darkhold, only 2 Fisher in the main deck at the moment. I've really been trying to cut back so I can get to Destiny board as quick as we can here. Monster Reborn is still super useful because we can still take their best monsters. Chances are we're going to win by beatdown, not by Destiny board anyway. Painful Choice makes its first appearance here. This is mostly to thin the deck out of cards so we can get to Destiny board faster. There's not really a huge synergy point here, to be honest. It's more just get your deck 5 cards lower. If Destiny board fails, you can also use it to thin the rest of the pieces out of the deck so you don't draw them, although you will be guaranteed to be given a piece at that point, so who really knows. Postal Sentry, because I unbanned it last time, this is going to be key. We can use this to snipe the Mystical Space Typhoon or something out of Kib's hand, say, before he gets a chance to destroy our Destiny board, so there's that. Free Upstart Goblin, I have been fighting tooth and nail to keep this like in the deck because it does make sense, but I've wanted to take this out at like every opportunity because it's costing me cards that I want a smokescreen. But it does make a lot of sense here. We want to get to Destiny board, we want to resolve it. This is the draw card that we have to get there. The 4 Spirit Messages, of course, fun thing in Omega here, we don't actually have the final Destiny board here, we only have the Death one. Don't know why, but I looked up Spirit Messages and they weren't there. Magical Hats is another one, if the Destiny board thing fails, or if we have already resolved Destiny boards. Magical Hats is a way that we can get the other copies out of the deck here. So that's more than fine. We can just use it and immediately get some sort of advantage out of it. Maybe we can recur use out of Mask of Darkness as well. Could always be useful. 2 Trap Hole. Trap Hole is still one of the better cards that we have for destroying stuff right now, so there is that. Waboku, really wish we had more of this, but we don't until Legacy of Darkness. This is the single best card that we can have to finish off the Destiny board turns, because it leaves the field, means we don't get killed in battle, and that's really how we would lose. 3 Destiny board and 2 fairy boxes in the main. I've taken out one of the fairy boxes to put the magical hats in, because honestly, I think this might end up being better, just being able to thin the deck down a little bit further, so there is that. The side deck is transformative to not quite 15 card replace, but these will be able to take out like the 10 bricks that we have here, and probably 11 to be honest, because Painful Choice shouldn't really stay in. Maybe Magical Hats too, so there's like 12 of these cards will probably come in if we do end up siding out the Destiny board. So we'll go through them real quick. Summon Skull is the best monster that we have for tribute stuff, pairs with the Change of Heart that we don't have in main deck right now. There's not really a reason to have Change of Heart in this main deck, because we don't have anything to really use it with, to be honest. Jirai Gumo, this might come in even if we don't side out Destiny board, because it is just a 2200 wall, right? But the reason I don't have this in main is because Azrael is almost definitely going to be playing light, which is going to get to 2300 with Hysteric Fairy, also fusions, etc. So I never really want to attack with this guy, and he's also just going to be smaller than the field spell enhanced stuff that Azrael's going to have, so there is that. 4-star Ladybug, I really do want the second one of this in, but it's just so hard to try and fit everything I want in this side deck, so we're going to stick with that for now. The one Magician of Faith, because there's so many power spells we're going to be boarding into that we would want to recover. Speaking of which, 2 Bait Doll, there's a lot of traps which are not chainable that we would be able to get rid of using this. Trap Hole, Kib has Torrential Tribute, Magic Cylinder is, I believe Kib might have, it's either Kib or Agile, one of them's got that. There's also stuff like Solemn Judgment gets forced to activate on this thing, which is really funny. And yeah, there's a bunch of other traps that we want to get rid of, so this is very good. I would like a third one in here, but obviously just don't have space for it. The Change of Heart, the third Fisher, Offerings to the Doomed I kind of want in the main deck. This is another sort of flex spot. I think Magical Hats for deck thinning is going to be the way I go for the main bit, but if I stick with the Destiny board strat, I might side this in instead, just because it is another potential way to answer a threat whilst just not disrupting the Destiny board too much. Rush Recklessly, because we are going to need to win combat against Azure. Megamorph for the same reason. Acid Trap Hole is a new one that we've just picked up from the 2002 promo cards, since we've moved into the new year here. So this ought to be pretty good. It does still trigger flip effects, but you can just get rid of any set monster, basically, because none of the sets are going to have more than 2000 defense. So it just basically reads Destroy a face-down monster on the field while triggering a flip effect. So that's pretty good. We don't really have ways of dealing with that too much. So strong card to have. Dust Tornado is in here as well. There's not really a reason to play this in the main deck when I don't exactly fear the opponent's Stoli type back row. I mean, if somebody plays Gravity Bind against me, oh no, I guess I'm playing to win with Destiny board this time, so that's fine. Magic Cylinder is another one we did. We did get both secrets this time, which is really good. So obviously Cylinder at the moment is very powerful because it does so much damage, right? Life points do matter quite a bit right now. And the third Fairy Box if we want to go down that sort of route. Don't know how this is going to go. Honestly, I feel like the board is not really going to be the solution here, but you know what? We pulled 2 of it, and Azure was fine to trade for the third one. We've got to try it. We haven't seen Exodia traded for yet properly. We've just got to do it. There's no other way for it. Memes be dreams, blah blah blah. We're going to make it work somehow. Alright, let's see if we can. Alrighty, so Labyrinth of Nightmare, huh? This set is gonna be a fit. Probably not as bad as the last one because we don't have Imperial Order this time, but still gonna be kind of a thing. We do need to determine who is playing in what order, correct? Have you two like been discussing that at all before I got in?
Oop, nah.
Alright, well, Azure, I'm sorry, but it is still your choice, right, as to who plays in what order. So,
but first I need an invite to the lobby anyhow. So
yeah, I mean, I guess we could just
until
get
that happens, I guess.
Yeah,
decide if I want to.
Like it's the visuals, and
I think I want to play Kib first.
Yeah, that's fine.
make sure I got Labyrinth and the deck for Labyrinth and Nightmare.
Yes. Actually, I need to do that just before you start, because I was actually on my. Apparently, it was on round 3's one for some reason. That was weird, but yeah, no, I have round 5's one up now. So, all right. Yeah, whenever, whenever you want. Let's see it. Remember to wait until the damage step to use fast effects that modify attack and defense. Yeah. Alrighty.
Stop me if you heard this before.
I see you did manage to get down to 40 cards there, Najor.
Oh yeah, my completely different deck.
Yeah, so it's one of the things for videos, David. One of the things that Najor was like, I think was it yesterday or the day before? It was like, how do I make this 50 card deck a 40 card one? Like, you didn't tell me anything about the deck. It's just like I'm like, how does one make a 40 card deck? I'm at 50 and I don't know what to cut.
Yeah, I did take out a couple of cards at the end.
And you're actually playing technically less cards, huh? Because Upstart Goblin is still there, so... Oh, wow, Polly, right from the word go, huh?
He's actually going to play his fusion monsters.
Yeah, so I was expecting the light strat here. I don't think I've, like, got as many cards against this as I probably should have, but it's like, I was expecting this because, of course, this was what was played last time round, and also, you know... We're trading for some of the light stuff. Like, it makes sense. It's a good strat right now, to be honest. There's a lot of decent sort of power for it, but yeah, it's like straight away going in with the 28 and also having the thing in the grave. Shame you don't have Fire Princess summoned right now. Eh? That would be very funny.
Not yet.
Oh yeah, and that's the awkward bit.
Yeah. And I hate to do this as well.
Oh, yeah, okay. Unfortunately, it does still trigger the effect because it flips it face up before it destroys it, so it can check the defense. So... no monster to follow it up with, though. And the Poly actually makes a big difference here because we saw Thunder Dragon got discarded, so we know that's coming as well. This is pretty cool, not gonna lie. Like, it bleeds a lot of cards, which is the sort of unfortunate bit with it, but, like, we don't have Bottomless Trap Hole until next set, so regular Trap Hole can't stop these things, so it's actually pretty reasonable. Okay, I call blatant bullshit here. Why does he have green missiles on the picture thing here when he's clearly got red missiles in the... Oh!
You had to go baseball. That is what the news call a luck of the draw.
I'm actually surprised you didn't like fish for that before summoning stuff, but is that too much of a spoiler to say, or?
Quiet in the back row.
Yeah. We'll see it when it comes up. Definitely a good hit, though. I was wondering if you were going to play Bait Doll or like Nobleman and Extermination instead. It seems, maybe you've got both, but it seems like Bait Doll is definitely the one coming up first here.
Uh-huh.
Makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of unchainables when it... Oh, right. I forgot who had Magic Cylinder that wasn't me from the stuff there.
That wasn't me.
Yeah. Yeah, so I wasn't sure if... like, there's a lot of unchainables that Kib has at the moment, right? I'm not actually sure what the interaction with Solemn Judgment is. I think it will actually force the activation of it, though, right? Because it is respond. No, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Well, like Solemn Judgment has to respond to something, so I don't think it would actually activate or do much.
It might not.
Well, activate, but it wouldn't do anything.
Sure. It's just because it's like it is a spell card that has thingy with it, but I think you have to directly respond because it's a counter thing. So, yeah, I don't know.
Let's see. I think this will work. Yeah, it should work.
Oh, okay. This is another card I've kind of been looking at, and you know, it's definitely has some really neat applications. Shield and Sword. Ah, I see. Yep. That's pretty strong.
Kind of disgusting, but oh well.
I mean, I guess the big disadvantage now is that, yeah, it's exposed at 1,000 attack, right?
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, that's the callback there, sadly.
The third upstart.
The third upstart didn't even go through half of the deck yet.
It's pretty good, yeah. But seriously, why does he have green missiles when he's on his portraying?
He is also a very bright yellow.
Yeah!
Like, he's shiny!
It's a 1 in 4,096 chance. So this seems like that unfortunate thing of not drawing... Oh, yeah, you are playing both. Yep. And there it is. Uh-huh. So, yeah, Kib pulled Torrential Tribute as well. This sort of adds the fuel. Like, there's a lot of unchainable traps and stuff that Kib has access to at the moment, so... yeah, Bait Dole is a pretty good card this round.
Yeah, it really is.
So, yeah, both Bait Dole and Nobleman. I believe in Nobleman Extermination changed hands between you two during the week as well, right? So, Kib's now got one.
He gave me one in trade for Marie and I think another card.
Yeah, it was like the Hysteric Fairies or something, I think, for the light strat here.
Yeah, good. I got you 2 Historic Fairies, Kip.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Marie came from me because I was like, well, you know, we kind of had to do a thing for this one, I suppose, so... So without the upstarts, you would be at 1250 right now. Oh, okay. That's neat.
You had to activate it too.
Of course, before you put a card down.
I mean, here's the light deck, right? So light of intervention certainly works, right?
Right, exactly.
I'm gonna have words.
I'm not sorry.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying I'm gonna have words.
Yeah, and here's one of the other blowout cards from Azural's pulls here. Everybody got some pretty strong ones this time around.
Better than actually for a couple of turns here, so... But just... Why would I put it on then with the wall there?
Ooh,
yeah.
Speaking of it.
Why flip the second?
I almost wonder if you just don't do that, so you deck fin the third one out of the deck.
But I don't play 3.
Fair enough. There you go then. Dang.
That raises a question. Let me read this card here. Not that card. I'm trying to read a card here that's aligned.
Goblin the Tap Force is another one I was looking at going, I half wish that I had it for stuff this round, but just because the body is so big for it. Zombyra! Fortunately a little bit outmatched here, buddy. He's normally really, really strong, but not against a 4150, dude. That's crazy high. And there it is, yeah.
That's not GG, but that's... what? 100 points? Yeah.
Yes.
Yikes, yeah.
So, top deck Dark Hole?
I mean, that would be pretty good.
Also means I couldn't draw. I'll have to draw a monster then. If I don't draw a monster, then maybe something
You
happens.
know what? No, I'm going on my own terms.
Nice.
Okay.
Go get him.
Bonk.
I love it.
I won a duel.
You did. Proud of you, buddy.
This calls for a different kind of strategy then.
That's okay. I have a feeling you'll be winning like 2 more today later on, but we will see.
But let's be real here. I pretty much only drew effective cards. So that was crazy good.
Yeah, there were definitely a lot of powerful draws in there, that's for sure.
There were, yeah, some really good draws and some really good, like, I think he drew every single card he needed to do what he needed to do.
Game
That was
plan-
the amazing part of that.
Yeah. Oh, straight in. The game plan was solid as well. There's not much else to really say with that. Suijun... Oh, the Banisher's at least a good defender. Oh, I forgot you had like 2 of this card. That's why you didn't ban it last week.
You wonder.
I genuinely forgot that you had 2 more, 2 Cyberjar. Oh, so I'm reading into some of the chat stuff at the moment. Apparently, the OCG unbanned Spellbook of Judgment, which is causing a lot of stir. But like the card is probably not very good nowadays. So here we go again. But I kind of liken it to the unbanning of Yatagarazu on the most recent TCG list, where it's just like Yata obviously is one that will you know, trigger war flashbacks and such from a lot of people, but actually isn't that good nowadays because it is so incredibly slow. Ah, you did get a Metamorph in the deck. Okay. So, like, it's weird because you would think that the card would be absolutely busted because it used to be back when it got banned initially, but it really isn't now. So, yeah, this is a problem with triggering 2 Cyberjar on the same turn, right? How do I get my hand size down enough?
Yep.
There it is.
No
the
more.
After the Cyberjars have been flipped. Yeah, so it's like that feeling when going +7 for free is not good enough anymore. I mean, yeah, but that +7 is in the end phase when you can't do anything with it. And I don't think spellbooks really can make that like ridiculous of a board or anything at this point, so Offerings is pretty good. I mean, you have like 5,000 cards in your hand, you probably don't need another one next turn. Let's just be real. I really like that card, to be honest. I was like a bit sad that I really didn't pull any of it, but fun fact: if you use 2 offerings to, it's the same as Reckless Greed later on. If you use 2 offerings to the Doomed before you have to skip a draw phase, you don't have to skip 2. You still only skip your next 1. So
It's doubly skipped in the
yeah,
center.
it's 2 times skipped. Yeah, so. So you just like draw on the top of the card going, okay, can't draw times 2. So, you know, totally not marking the card. What are you talking about?
Well, this is an idea.
Oh, yeah. We didn't really see this much last time around. Like, we knew you had it, because I think you did play it once, but we didn't get to see this much before.
Yeah, I may have tried to play it once, but couldn't do much of it.
Yep. No attack because of the swords. This is a very bright field right now. That's a good set one too, because it's just like, yeah, I can just use this. I'll just draw the card and then, oh god. It begins! That's why the
I know
banish...
you have a nobleman recombination, so...
Well, you can chain it in response to the nobleman and then it doesn't get destroyed.
I could, yeah, but... Yep, okay.
So everything goes to grave because, again, the banisher is designated as when it's destroyed, it's already at that point of going, okay, my target is go to grave. I'm no longer affecting the field. So that's why, even though everything's getting destroyed at the same time, that's why it all goes to the graveyard and Sangan can trigger. I guess that's the other reason to have potentially kept the fairy box set face down, is that it would have potentially literally baited something like this, but you know, because it's like, yeah, now either way the fairy box isn't getting destroyed by it because it's a legal activation timing. So
When this card resolves. Okay, so regardless if the card activates or not,
yeah.
in response.
So long as Bait Dole is not negated, it will go back into the deck. So, like, if you Magic Jammer it, it wouldn't, or Solemn Judgment in your case, it wouldn't go into the deck. But if the resolution of it is successful and it has done its whole, like, flip the card face up thing, it will return to the deck one way or another.
Well, I wanted by activating Wabaku personally, so it still went back in the deck regardless. So it's still resolved, it just didn't...
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I see discussion about Hulk in the chat at the moment as well, and I'm like, I'm not touching that one because as much as I use it myself, I have my own opinions on that card, and yeah.
There are reasons.
So that's a very large lady on the field there, but very large lady versus Joey Wheeler, who would win?
Well, one way to find out.
Yep.
Alright, call it.
That's your job. Oh, yep. Rip.
That card is so stupid.
It really is.
It really is.
If it survives past today, I don't know what to tell you. I don't care. I don't know who's gonna hit it, but if it survives today, then I am stunned, because there are 8 of them between us, properly distributed too. Yo, Solar Purity and Light, let's go.
I was debating on using this one, funny enough.
I would have if I actually had lights that I could use for it. That's really kind of the thing here. I don't have enough lights to use it. There are just so many things wrong with Fairy Box, though. It is kind of interesting to think though, because Zombyra does destroy the monster when it like fairy boxed it, that it does cut its attack power from that. That's
that counts as it destroying the monster.
Yeah, that's not necessarily something you would think about when you're playing the card normally, because that's not normally how it destroys monsters. But it does specifically say if this card destroys a monster by battle, it doesn't mean that you have to be the one attacking to do that. Ooh, okay. Almost surprised you didn't chain it. But...
If it was a trap, either player reveals it. Okay, it destroys it anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
I misread that card.
So,
oh well.
Bait Doll is the one that won't destroy it if it's a spell, whereas Nobleman of Extermination destroys it anyway.
Well, I was reading if it was a trap, reveal the main deck and show
Yeah. Nah, target one face down spell trap on the field, destroy that target, and if you do, so it destroys it first and then the rest of that part goes in. For what it's worth, I know we've had a few discussions about like a few discussions. Right, we did see this before. We've had a few discussions about like pre-errata type stuff before. If it's something like this where the actual effect is still the same, then don't use the pre-errata one, because there may be some weird things that come up with the scripting of it, like we saw with the morphing jar and whatnot at the time. Which, fun fact about that, by the way, apparently that wasn't a glitch. So that's the first weird bit. It's a difference in TCG and OCG wording that caused that. Although I'm still not convinced, because we got some judge ruling stuff that kind of ended up saying it was probably supposed to work because I had a card I was able to discard. But anyway, they've removed the TCG and OCG versions of the card on here now. At least the last time that I looked, which was during the week, because it actually put my previous week's draft deck at 39 cards because they removed the version of Morphing Jar that I had in my deck. So, whether or not it was actually like incorrect properly, they changed it, and yeah, it was only changed because we did that thing. So, yeah, it's like it was a mistranslation that was still implemented wrong. So both sides of us were wrong. Yeah, it's like I didn't know that it was supposed to be correct that way, but.
Like one way it was correct, but you didn't think of it. Yeah.
So Solar Purity and Light cuts the attack of the monsters when you go into.
And that's why I'm not attacking.
It's like
I'm not attacking because I can't. I mean, I can attack the Sangren, I guess, but even then, there's a chance of 50% that I just take 600 damage.
Yeah. I mean, at least
600 damage? You gain 200 back each turn.
You know, I was kind of gonna go down that line, but you beat me to it, so...
At the point where what I'm looking at is just like, Kip's gonna deck out before I do.
Yeah. He's gonna run out of life points and fairy boss before you deck him out, though.
Yeah, really.
Dark Door is also pretty frustrating here as well, as far as attacking strats go. Forcing
on with switching, it's just there's nothing I can do.
There's not a lot.
I need to attack switch it twice in the turn to get over it.
Yep.
And both attacks have to be successful.
Summon Skull.
Okay.
Yeah. We kind of both had the same idea there. It's just like, alright, what now?
I mean, let's be real, if one Fisher gets over it...
I was thinking it. At least you said it, but I was thinking it. Yeah, it really is just so frustrating what like game states this card creates when there's not a lot of immediate removal for it. mean, there was always the chance of playing like a remove trap or something in the deck for it, but that is so specific, you know. Uh-oh. Although you can only attack with one monster too, so...
Yep.
This would be really terrifying otherwise, right?
Yeah, for a second, but for.
Yeah.
Unless he dispels his own Dark Door, I mean, then...
Oh, that is possible.
The possibilities.
That would
are
be
endless.
next level, though. Let me tell you.
No, my soul of purity light hit me.
Not so pure now. It had a change of heart, so.
Early.
I was gonna say something like, "Ow, my soul," but I can't top that one.
I do have some good moments. So what do we do here is the question. Well, when you no longer have to worry about the thing losing you 1850 life points as well here,
Yeah.
makes it a bit easier.
Mm-hmm. I have cards in hand.
You do. Good of you to notice.
Eternally, I just like, shut up.
You know, the only problem of having the card preview on the side there is that it blocks one of the opponent's banished zone pile. So it's just like, you've got to move the card preview out of the way to see what's there.
Yeah.
Another
I was hoping to use extermination.
Don't have it in hand.
Beidol is so good in these sorts of deck out situations too. As long as there's a face down like spell trap on the opponent's side of the field, you can just keep reusing it. So it just keeps putting the card back in deck. I gotta say though, how do we keep getting into these spots where deck out is the option? Like, I just don't understand.
Well, at the least, it's only between Arjo and I so far. I don't think he's been in a position of checking out yet.
Yeah,
That and this one is at least more, okay, Arjo knows what he's doing, I'm going to be decking out first. I'm not going to be decking myself out first this time.
No, I get that. And I'm not like trying to be mean or anything, but it's just like I don't know how we've managed to be like I don't
want to do this, but it's probably the only way I'm going to get around it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is like 3 games in a row. Oh, Kaiku, hello. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I got this earlier with my witch.
Yeah, it's an extremely good card. It's connecting too, wow. Now, a fun fact about this, and there was this Bazoo the Soul Eater and Skull Layer. When they were first printed in the TCG, there was a mistranslation where they did not specify monster cards on the text. So, Kaiku read, when it did battle damage, you can banish 2 cards from the opponent's graveyard. Bazoo was like, banish 3 cards to give 300 extra attack per one. So that made them significantly stronger, you know.
Interesting to know.
But they were always supposed to be monster card only, so you know that's what their first errata, I guess, would have been. Just a quick correction on that.
Man, mistranslations are the bane of anime.
Yep.
Just not thinking Yu-Gi-Oh had it, Dragon Ball Z had it, Pokemon certainly had it.
Yup. Good old jelly donuts, right?
Fuck. Sorry.
No, it did.
No.
No, I will say the English language did give birth to, hey, I can use my frying pan as a drying pan.
Yes, it did. I remember that. Oh my god.
Oh, this is so stupid. But I have to do it.
I see. Okay. Mm-hmm. The literal, the literal magician of power right now. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Yeah, because we know the face down is Dart Door because we saw it earlier from Pate Doll. So. Ow. This is the buffest Magician of Faith I have ever seen. Holy crap. Like, wow.
Freaking mage power.
It is a hell of a card, I'll say that much. No pesky man-eater bug can destroy this one as well. Yeah, Pepper's just gone the staff bonk of doom! Not sure about hitting the gym. Definitely hitting the spellbooks here, like my god, but not sure about hitting the gym here.
Well, library is a mental gym if you want to go down that route.
I guess.
I hate to be a dick.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
7 tools. I knew it!
Yep.
I called it!
Got him.
He knew that I knew. I knew it.
It's just so close right now, though.
Well, since you don't have any level 4 monsters.
And also the Light of Intervention is up. Yeah. Yeah, I really like this card. It's definitely the Light of Intervention is a really good pick for this round, I think, because your deck does you have a lot of fusion stuff too, but your deck does have like a lot of level 4 beaters for stuff here, right? The Guardian of the Throne Room, the Hysteric Fairy, etc. I don't know if Neo the Magic Swordsman is still in here, but I wouldn't be too surprised given the fact that it's light and slightly bigger than the Guardian. So it's like, yeah, a lot of them are level 4s, so the Ladybug is really good against a ton of that. But what beats the Ladybug is not being able to set the Ladybug, so...
Ladybug can't do Ladybug things if Ladybug is not allowed to be a Ladybug.
Yeah. It's like I have Royal Command as well, right? Which is, you know, not the same, but it negates flip effects, so it would do functionally the same thing here, right? So...
Oh, this is gonna make it. This is gonna make it. That lets me.
Ooh, yeah, okay. Hey, it puts you one turn further away from decking out too. Win-win, right? Oh, and then Sangan goes and negates that, so okay.
Yeah. He's still sadly the biggest thing I have, so
Yeah.
Sangan beats.
Yeah, I understand that, Pepper. It unfortunately, like, does occasionally, Kibsync does occasionally go robotic for a bit. It's been a thing we've had for a while, but it's not very long lasting most of the time. So
Yeah, my thing's dropping frames, so
Those Maries have kept you in this game, though. My god. The amount of life points you've regained from them.
Oh no.
Yep. She's back. Yeah, she's back, I guess. Yeah,
back.
there's both, isn't there? So, yeah.
Well, only one card left.
Oh man.
And because I don't want Fisher to end this.
Yep. Oh my god, the giant robot.
With green rockets.
Yeah, look at the size of their rockets. Yeah, just a lot of work being put in by the specific cards here as well. It's been very interesting to see, that's for sure. Ah, yep. Yeah, how do we negate the fact of Kip's got 2 Magician of Faith? I know, let's put the card in that stops him from putting it face down.
I mean, sound plan.
Too bad I have 0 of it. Somehow whiffed on the common Lights of Intervention. Ah, man. Yep.
Someone Odd-Star, Trap Hole, Poly, Bait Doll. Ah, shit.
Yeah, that's the thing of...
And he has every other monster as well. I think almost all my monsters, I think it is all my monsters actually, are in the graveyard.
certainly are a lot of them in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17. So that's what, like 18 now?
The bug that's banished, and the bug that's banished as well.
Oh, yeah. And there's one banish too. Yeah, I forgot that you had to discard that for cost when Banisher was in play.
Oh. This is interesting.
Now, here's the dumb bit. I was told that card destruction works differently from Morphing Jar, despite having the same initial wording as Morphing Jar, because reasons. It's like, it's just ruled that it works differently, and I'm like, great, fantastic. Like,
Yeah.
it's the one exception to it, really, but it's just like, you look at this and you look at the wording of Morphing Jar, and it has exactly the same text on it. So I was like, why does one work and not the other? And it's like, just because. I'm like, well, okay then, I guess.
Okay, you know what? Even if I do draw a monster, he has Bait Doll. Bait Doll he'll use all the time unless I... You know what? I have to flip open Dark Door then. Shit.
Yep. I was waiting to see when you were gonna figure that. It's like, oh yeah, no, I've got to get this face up now.
Well, I was hoping he'd get rid of it with Double Extermination, but then when he found out about Bait Doll, I don't know why that thought still occurred. Because that's a dumb thing to think of.
Yeah, it's like we now know what this card is, so there's no reason to get rid of it.
But I was thinking it wouldn't work in that way, or any way actually. But even if it doesn't work, it can still stop Bait Doll from activating. Well, let's see here. Eeny, meeny, miny, that one.
Correct. Fine.
Ban the other Light of Intervention, you bastards!
Ah, dear.
Fine, activate.
All right, we're away from the massive life point change music now, so.
Now we're on to a different one.
Yeah, now we're on the other one. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, too bad. What's his face got put back in the deck, but. Mm-hmm. Don't blame you.
Fissure.
Wow.
I don't know. Just another monster on the field.
See, part of me was thinking you're gonna do that just to get red eyes, and then summon Scarlet Fuse.
Oh, that would be extremely funny. But that's okay. Once this round is over, you'll have your own red eyes kit because we've got the the Joey deck coming up.
You sure do.
Yeah, that's what I noticed as well, Pepper.
Is there something else I haven't realized that you haven't told me yet?
No. Not that I can think of, anyway.
Sweden has a dumb face.
Yes, he does. That's that is a very astute observation there.
Like, Suijin's cool, but it has a dumb face. As does the guy that the Soul of Purity and Light is holding.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking that might happen. Huh.
All you need to do is summon the Earl, what is it? The Earl of Demise, King of Demise, and use 2,000 life points to destroy everything in the field.
Oh, Demise King of Armageddon, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Such a shame. Then I'm so close to winning, but I know one card that's like 50% chance on the field here, and it will destroy it. But, you know.
Yeah, I think you thought the same thing I have here.
Okay.
Not what I was expecting. Okay. Oh no, my rocket launcher.
My green rockets, my yellow submarine.
Yep, there we go.
It was,
And that's
yeah. Yeah, I was like, so why is he setting stuff when he knows that Bait Dog goes back in? And it's like, yeah, no, that's the one card that I ended up realizing, wait a minute, yeah, if you solemn that, then there's no cards left in deck.
Can't even play my Upstart Goblin now.
Nope, because you're not legally allowed to when there's no card in the deck for it.
Dark Door, and Fairy Box, and Suijin.
Yeah. Yeah.
That Monster Reborn came in at like the I say one was a worst possible time, but like I went with it, so I can't really complain. But yeah,
But I can.
I know you can. That's why I'm like, but I complain.
The card destruction, once again, is what did that, though. You were 3 cards behind in deck size there, and card destruction for 5 is what made that go,
Yeah.
oh, hang on a sec. You know.
Yeah.
Alright, it's time for that all-important game 3. Asher's going first for the first time in the series, so... Alright, and now Kib activates Ancient Leaf and pays 2,000 and draws 2 cards.
I feel healthy.
Because his life points are over 9,000.
Okay, it does not flip the card over. That's what I was curious about.
No,
there.
it does not.
No, it's not Dark Piecing Light.
Which would have been the funniest gimmick to have played this round for sure. I predict you have set the Cyberjar. I'm gonna play Dark Piercing Light so I can flip your Cyberjar before I commit a monster. I know you can just do that with Swords of Revealing Light, but I can't, so, you know.
Oh, you mean these?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you mean this one card that I have that I can use forever?
Another one. Zombyra is just such a weird card when it comes to pushing for stuff here, because he's really, really good at dealing with you know, monster combat, but obviously he can't hit directly, so he's not good at closing out games. But pushing tempo, that's a whole different story.
Where's the rush?
What rush?
Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah, okay. Yep. I saw it. I was like, oh, I get it. Yeah. I was
Suddenly
like,
it all makes sense.
I was like, first off, I was like, huh? Then I was like, wait, that's the second light, isn't it? Yep. I figured it out.
Debatable if it was a good idea to do it right now, but
I don't know why I did that.
We'll have to see. Oh. Down it goes.
Dirty drawing bait doll.
Man.
Done dirt cheap.
Torrential just has not gotten to do anything today. Wow. I mean, that is.
Okay.
I guess,
Also, I don't know why they put my monsters in defense mode.
Yeah,
Damn it.
I guess. Although at that point, then it's like, well, normal summon Sangan just clears both of them, right? There are like I understand it's like, oh man, they get output by what's currently here. It's like that's a bad thing, right? But I can kind of see it because at the same time, yeah, or Wall of Illusion, if there was something like that came down, it's just like you're now the ultra weenie can kill over it because Zombyra's got no defense to speak of. So like you'll survive against Magician of Faith, whoop-de frickin' do, you know? That's like literally it. So like.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have put them in defense myself either, to be honest. Yeah, one of them's gonna die, but you'd rather not have both of them get killed. Because they are still 1900, that still deals with most of the stuff here. Without light, Luminous Spark Boost. Yo. Big dude.
Why can this monster use electricity?
I have no idea, to be honest. It's not even a Dark World, it's an Archfiend, so you can't just say it's got Dark World Lightning on it because it doesn't. I know that's like well into the future anyway, but oh, it's not looking so hot on the light side here.
Uh, 3 out of 28.
Alright, let's see it. There it is. Yep. It really is quite good that you're able to get that from just like one less card than you normally would have to with a fusion summon.
Yeah. Oh no, I gave you to it. There.
Yeah, I think you was.
I gave him 2 Hysteric Fairies for the
Yeah.
Nobleman Combination.
Yes.
I just didn't think he had it in hand.
Right, right.
I was like, wait, I destroyed one. How'd you get that back? But no, he had a second one. It's like, oh yeah.
Another one. It's amazing how quickly these things can turn around. Yeah. It's a lot of life points to chew through, but still.
I mean, at 4,600, you can do it in 2 turns.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Okay, gets rid of 1.
It's not a monster, so get to see another
I was
turn.
gonna say a Shining Angel would do it at this point, but
like, one more turn.
oh no! Now if I activate Shrink, I still lose because it's still 1400.
GG?
Oh no!
Oh.
Wow, I can't even.
Change of heart.
No.
Top dog change of heart. That's so mean. That's so bloody mean.
God.
I should have lost that in every sense of the word, especially when I tried to do the meme and summon the Destiny board. Damn it.
Oh. Shit. Okay. Oh no.
That's.
Let's go.
Oh.
All right.
You want
Who?
Sorry,
I mean-
sorry, Aju. You say?
Cal, do you want to play against me or Kip first?
I don't mind. It's not my choice. Honestly.
Okay, then, well then, you swap with Kip then, and play me.
Okay. And I do still have yet round 5 one on. Hey, Racing John, how's it going?
And I can't even activate my 7 tools against Change of Heart.
No, I know.
No. This is when Magic Jammer is absolutely required at this point.
So, ban change of heart this round?
It's a good option.
Alright, well,
Can't
I'm
deny
actually
it.
playing Upstart this time as well, so,
Alright. Y'all guys go ahead. I'll be right back.
sure. Okay. Let's do that, and sure, we'll do that. I have absolutely no idea how this is going to go, by the way. I have a feeling not particularly well, but we will see. Oh boy, yep. Thunder, 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 dragons, ho! I never actually got to watch that show as a kid, so...
Fair enough. I'll put it on.
Yeah,
Well,
just a casual polarization on turn 1 here. No big deal, right?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's
no worries.
fine. There's nothing could possibly go
Yeah,
wrong out of this.
it's
Yeah,
pretty
just a casual 3300 on turn 1, and you've still got a normal. Well, at the very least, that's gonna get troubled.
So fair. You're like, you know. For a brief moment, that Mystic Tomato had the wrong image, and it looked like I attacked Solemn Judgment.
Ah, yeah, that would be a thing, wouldn't it? It's actually kind of a choice as to what I even want to get here, to be honest. Okay, let me read something real quick for you. Okay, yeah, no, that might actually work. All right, this is gonna look really dumb, but I need you to stay with me on this one. We're gonna bring out Cyberjar, and we're gonna go ahead, if I can actually do the thing with it here. Assuming I can. We'll see if it actually lets me by the end of this. Because I wasn't able to do anything there, but we'll see.
I'm getting. I think I know what's gonna happen. But, is it? It is counting my turn now. So.
It is still your turn, yeah.
For some reason I
Okay,
thought
it does let me. It does let me do it. All right, we're gonna flip magical hats in the end bit here, and yeah. So what was happening? Because I set my chain to all there to make sure that I didn't miss this trigger. It was like the first one was like no card or effect can be activated at this time. Check the field. I was automatically going yes to checking everything basically. Because I was just like wanting to make sure I got this off. Yeah, so this is
anything
really
else you want to do there.
sure.
So, of course, you're not protected from attacks this turn, but you can flip it face down. So
I can indeed.
Then your turn.
That was the plan, and I was just like, yeah, this will probably work all right, to be honest. So yeah, we're just gonna get a couple of cards out of the deck here. They get destroyed now anyway. It's not really gonna matter. I think it shuffles up which order stuff is in. Doesn't really matter. Just get a couple of cards out of the deck, and yeah. See, we have seen that Light of Intervention is a card that exists here, and I want like no part of it. So I just realized I should have gotten something else off of that instead. But whatever, doesn't matter. We are simply going to draw it.
Monster.
Jesus, that's a lot of cards. Okay. But the thing is, I'm probably going to get beat out by your own ones, right? No, we're going to put them in attack. No fear, right?
No fear.
No fear. Kaiku's a pretty good one here, too. Yep, alright, there's a dude. There's the Light of Intervention. There's another dude, alright. Wow, Polly's back again.
Oh, that's how.
Okay. Well, like I've said before, this card is almost definitely not living past this one, but yeah, I think we do want a sentry here. Okay, right. What do we even do with that? I mean, Mage Power is probably the most obvious one, right? Because yeah, you've got the card. The Upstart doesn't matter, right? That's just another card out of the deck anyway. Poly, you don't really have the targets for it right now, and you've already gone through your main one. Light of Intervention is fine, but like I don't have any flip effects at the moment anyway, so I'm kind of whatever. You know, Mage Power just makes the most sense to get rid of, right? Because it's just that could be the burst damage out of nowhere. Speaking of burst damage, mind you, it's kind of annoying that you got 2 monsters off of this, because I can't just like, you know, kill one and then get in for face massive damage here, but I can still get the twin-headed, so I guess there's that. I can't put these guys in defense anymore, so sort of whatever. Just thinking how much would the life points even matter? Probably not. We'll just get rid of the higher attack one here. That'd be the more dangerous to try and get over if I don't have something later.
And now you're back to even.
It's actually tempting. I think I might actually crash the witch in because I want the space on my board right now. I think I can spare the life points, and this probably
You
makes...
ruined it! You were at 8,000 points.
I know. I'm a bad person, I'm sorry. But you already knew this. You've dueling me for long enough, right? So we'll get that, and then the rest can stay as they are, because I haven't summoned yet. We'll place one down. Could be literally anything. And we will end our turn. This is where I get blown out by a Dark Hole top deck, right? Oh, Upstart into Upstart, let's go!
Into Upstart.
Into Upstart! Let's do it!
Well, talk about having an Upstart.
There's another one. Yep. He's the most dangerous threat right now, so definitely get rid of him. And we will trigger that. We'll go ahead and grab ourselves a clown.
Wow.
Yup.
Okay, so that's guaranteed 33, 44. This is would have to be on the main phase 2 where you have to attack. So, well, I'm gonna lose more than half my health points. That's fantastic.
I can't change the position of the clown, so once I've dinged it, so there is at least that saving grace for it.
Well, yeah, but if you flip it,
so we gotta do that.
Go into defense and then flip the Maneater bug, probably, which I'm assuming it is, and then attack with the other 2 monsters, that's 4,400 damage. Unless you want to put the witch with the defense first.
It actually isn't the bug, it's Mask of Darkness. Which is, this is where the mistake from Hats is. I was expecting your other set to be a Light of Intervention, just because I was like, yeah, you just draw it in the opening stuff with it all the time, right? So I should have sent a different trap instead of what I have here, but I do feel like I can still push for a lot if I just take the trap hole back, right? Because that's still putting a pretty overwhelming amount of pressure on here, so we can do that, change this thing, bust one of the guys down, and then yeah, we just go and hit. Yeah, I wasn't honestly, like, I had the mask in hand from the start of the game, and I wasn't honestly expecting to be able to set it in this scenario, so that's why I kind of was like, I played maybe a bit too conservative with it here, but I really didn't think it was going to be able to go face down at any point, so I was, yeah, abundance of caution sort of bit with it, and maybe that was the wrong move, I don't know, but Yes. Yeah. Oh dear. Wait, why is this stuff getting revealed like one at a time? That's weird.
I don't.
You're drawing to the deck, I guess. Yeah, it was weird when that happened.
So the last time that we did stuff on Omega and the Nobleman was played, it didn't do it this way. It showed you the as if you were checking their graveyard. It showed you it that way around. That's so weird to see it that way. So you don't even have like Trap Hole in your deck. That's interesting.
It's banished.
Oh, did it get banished as well? I guess it did. Ah, you've got one Trap Hole. Okay, that's still interesting though, because that's one less than we have available. So it's at least decent intel there. Yeah, so cat's out of the bag. I should have discarded the Destiny board with the magical hats, but I didn't think I was going to be able to set Mask of Darkness like ever. So I was thinking, yeah, that's just gonna lose to Light of Intervention as the other set card here. So, you know, didn't really think that through well enough, perhaps, but whatever. Let's just summon Zombyra, and
I am playing 2.
You do have the second one there. Yeah, I was like, that's the only other way that things would go with it, but it's fine. It's not even that big of a deal here.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at my next top deck, and after that.
Yeah.
Monster Reborn on my field spell enhanced twin head.
I know. It's rough, but. I mean, I have a lot. You've given me like a ton of life points here, so I guess I should probably still hit with this anyway. And, oh.
I'll at least show you what I pulled here.
Aha! Well, you get to see what I pulled with it too, because it was the Destiny board, which actually activates.
Oh, not the Destiny board, I forfeit.
I deliberately put that in the wrong spot just to annoy people as well, by the way, because I knew it wasn't going to go off in time. So I deliberately put it in the open spot just to annoy, because I'm a dick like that sometimes.
You're a dick. You're a dick. You're a dick. You can just hear the crowd in the chat right now. You're a dick. You're a dick.
Yeah, so
if I'm not seeing the chat room chant "You're a dick" right now, I'll be upset.
No, Pepper's just baby raging instead, so you know that works, right?
Even if you wanted to do that, don't do that. You'll probably get banned from Twitch. Hate speech, whatnot.
He's just like, stop respecting Imperm. I'm sorry, it's in my DNA. I don't know. Oh, straight in with a spark. Jeez, okay. Yeah, this is a problem with this stuff for me because it's like I can't really deal with that sort of card right now. You know, we don't have like MSTs and stuff to really use against that. So it's a bit awkward. Like, I guess I'd have that one Dust Tornado, potentially, but it's a rat! So we know where this is going, obviously. Yeah. Okay, yep, bop. Get rid of that.
How's that an Earth monster, by the way?
I know, right?
Dark.
I mean, if it was dark, I could have just done that. So, you know.
I mean, fair, but still.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and.
It's the principle.
I know. And boop. All right. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Does kind of hurt the situation a little bit for me here, but still. Ooh, interesting. Alright, so what on earth would you set here? Forgiving Maiden, I guess, has got still 1600, so it's still bigger than the stuff here. You don't have cyber jars or anything? Yeah, I think we can do this. Time to bring out Gemini Elf.
Bastard!
I knew you were going to say that like as soon as. Yeah, we'll go in with Gemini Elf. Yeah. Because I was like, it's bigger than the stuff I have on board at the moment, so I need to commit more if I want to go in with that. And do that. Go main 2. Do that. And go for it. Bait Doll is such a good card against a lot of the stuff I want to try and do here. It is really good though, honestly. I don't, I'm not frustrated with it really. Yeah, that was the other one I was like, uh-oh. It's not really maddening that way, it's just like, yeah, a bit of a shame. Would have been nice to have been able to deal with that, but... setting in that as well, okay. That's pretty good turnaround. Okay. Let's do that and that. Yeah, seems alright. Oh boy, yep, okay. This is gonna hurt. Luckily the bait dolls do go like back into stuff here, so yeah, it's just Dark Hole. Which I mean, yeah, just Dark Hole, but that's still like not the worst it could be here. Because we do have that. You know what? I'm gonna just trigger it here. Doesn't matter when I trigger it really, so we're just gonna trigger the board here just to get it up. Well, this puts you in an interesting spot actually, because what happens if I just take Cyberjar?
I attack with my Petition of Faith.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely the first thing that happens here, but it's just like, I know that you took Dark Hole back, so it's just like, what happens now with that being my thing? Alright. I like how on this, it actually has the proper spirit message thingies in as well now, so it is just message E rather than, you know.
The bigger problem isn't you putting down Cyberjar, but the question is whatever you're gonna put down, is that the Cyberjar?
Yeah, that is true, that is true.
Mind the games.
That is true. I think we're gonna just set and end at that.
Your turn too late.
Oh, yeah, okay. You got it.
It is.
It is. Oh boy.
Ooh.
This is gonna hurt.
Power play.
That's a lot of damage. Oh no. Ow. Fuck.
The question is, which mouse did he chomp you from?
True. Alright.
Actually, no, I just realized its second mouth its second head even, it's on its back.
Mm-hmm.
How? Why? What?
Sorry, buddy, but
Oh well.
I can't let that survive, and I can't let it not be on my side of the field here.
Oh,
wait, can
hey.
I? Can I?
Again.
Part of me wants to get Witch, actually, so I have something that I can still survive if you top deck, like, removal here. Because, I mean, I'm already so far into the Destiny board bit. It feels wrong not to, but it's like, if you top deck Fisher... Yeah, honestly, if you top deck Fisher, I don't have anything else I can do with this, so, it sucks, but I think I have to actually do it this way around in the interest of self-preservation here. It's probably not the right move, but at the same time, I'm just like, I honestly don't think that it's better to take it here. Because even if you top decked Reborn itself, that's still not quite enough to kill me, so... That's
RP's about a duster.
very fucking funny game. Yeah, I think we just play with the D-board here, considering I don't believe there's a card that you have that destroys it when it's face up. Unless you've sideboarded. Yeah.
My last two cards that I draw is this, of course, and the other one is Metal Morph.
Yeah. I was like, if you
I don't even play Fisher.
you would have had to have like side decked in D-spell or remove trap or something, and I don't think you've got those in the side deck. So I was like,
I actually do have Remove Trap on my side deck, but then I put it into my main deck that took the upstarts out.
right.
But yeah, 26 cards and nothing. I mean, 14
Yeah.
cards.
Sorry, dude.
Nah, this is just how Yu-Gi-Oh is.
Yeah.
It doesn't even let me surrender right now. I don't know why.
Huh.
Maybe.
I don't know if this actually has the animation when it gets completed.
Oh, now it does. There we go.
Aw, we don't even get to see it, just in case. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm sorry, dude.
But you can't say I didn't try.
No, you definitely did.
No. You gave good effort. Hell, I think you gave the best effort here today of all days so far.
Yeah, I don't think you deserve to be 0-2 today. I'll just say that right now.
Yeah. No, I'll say it myself. I shouldn't have won both my games at all. Neither of those games I should have won in the slightest.
Okay. Every time. All right, let's see what we can do. Do that, and that. Now the question is, am I psyching stuff out here, and have I put D-board down because I've put one in the the leftmost slot this time? Or
Yeah, effectively I lost to Solemn Judgment, Change of Heart, and Monster Reborn
yeah,
today.
yep. And at least two of those are like grotesque things that are very much warranting a hit one way or another. Do I even want to go in is the question here. Because I know you've got lots of set stuff here, 4-stars and all sorts of crazy things. Yeah, we'll throw Kaiku out.
I mean, arguably, Suijin and Fairy Box and Dark Door didn't help either, but
Yeah.
it was mostly a match.
Nah, you lost to the DM staples, really. Tribute summon? Yep. Yeah, that's gonna have to elicit the same response.
Am I surprised? No.
No.
No, it's damn fucking right.
It's not the best word.
No, it's not. I let you down. We'll say in both of our games, in my opening hand, I had the last of the spirit messages as the 5th card I drew, like, both times. I was so annoyed. Just like, fucking really.
That is so annoying when it happens in Destiny board decks, yeah. Drawing any of them, really.
Yeah.
Alright, let's fight.
Almost makes you want to play a magical matador. What is it called?
Yeah, we don't have anything. Well, we have like monster recovery, I think, and that's like the only thing we have right now. So, which is not great for a lot of reasons, but. Chief among them, you have to have a monster on the field in order to bounce it back. So, you know.
That was also a thing. Kaiku was on the field, and one turn I couldn't actually summon my Soul of Purity and Light because can't banish.
Ooh. Interesting. Let's see how it competes with that. Yep. 3,850 life points for that.
Worth it, because I'm not fighting a fucking thing like that.
I don't disagree, but my goodness.
Shit, what was I?
You banish monsters from the grave. So, my own Kaiku.
Oh, okay. It was targeting Kaiku. It's like, wait, I'm not targeting my own Kaiku, am I? Fuck.
No.
My heart sank for a little bit there.
Alright. Let's see what we can do. It's a rat.
Rat boy.
Do we know this song and dance?
It's like, I've seen this shit before in a movie.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see what we can get off of that. Fantastic. Right, boop. Ah, it's a Saga. Nice bit. I was thinking it could have been like Magician of Faith or something, would have been pretty good, but nope. Knock on my door. Okay. Right there. Zombyra. It's a big dude. Yeah, gotta get rid of him before he does any more damage.
No. Before anything else happens, he can't be left on the field for much longer than one turn.
No, he really can't. I completely agree. Let's just grab Witch. Okay.
It's funny. He was the that card was one of the first cards I was hoping to draw and use, because I was like, I'm gonna have revenge on this son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm. All right, another one.
Another one.
Okay. All right, we'll do that. Now, Zombyra is very good at the moment for clearing the defenders that have been overly powerful against us. Unfortunately, he only gets to do it once, so...
Do I want to let you have a witch search? Not really.
True.
I have made my decisions for the bans.
Okay. We'll hear that later on once we're through. But yeah, I was really hoping that you wouldn't have to be in that spot for two of them again this week, because you really did deserve that. Too bad, I'm getting the witch search anyway. Let's take Cyberjar.
I really wanted to fit Magic Drain into the deck as well, but I only have one of them. That's kind of a problem as well.
Yeah, understandable. Yep, and we will
take... I doubt you're doing like 2 tribute monsters, but I just...
No, it's fair to get rid of it that way. We'll take our own Zombyra.
Excuse me.
Schools, ooh, yeah. Okay, alright, let's just fire Dark Hole. Seems like a pretty reasonable thing. Another freaking Sagan, alright. Well, that's like all three, so... Oh yeah, I wonder why you picked that up. Alright, well, I'll set the card, could be literally anything.
Don't work that way.
Ooh, okay.
It would. Yeah, sure.
Ah, yeah, alright. Fair dues, fair dues. That clears it without triggering, which is pretty good.
But now I left myself wide open.
Yeah. What have we gone through? No Fisher or anything yet. Let's just set one and end at that. Alright, let's get this show on the road, shall we?
On y'all. Use effect.
Yep.
Had to highlight that message there.
Alright, I know you have Wall of Illusions, so let's see if we can bait that out here. No, but that's still good enough. Alright. Okay, main 2, set 1. Yeah, there's nothing I can really do about that.
No.
Alright, I guess I've just got to beat you the old-fashioned way then, fair enough.
Bring it, Parker. There we go.
Yeah, you do have the one sort of out to it that way, which I was expecting, but it is fine. Yeah, okay. I know you've got Cyber Jars available still, so... Ladybug is fine too, because this guy's kind of served his purpose at this point.
And yet it still loses the attack power while in the graveyard.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Yeah, fortunately it is something which I was wanting to save until later, but yeah.
It's still activated, right?
It did, yes. So
Okay.
even if I mean, I activated in response, but even if I didn't, the activation timing was correct because there's no timing for Wabaku, so it still protects my monsters regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Not from that, mind you. It's pretty good. Alright, another one.
Another one. It's like Zombyra is actually a good card to use.
Yeah, I know, right? Ah, man, okay. God, you're holding on to that Wall of Illusion for like freaking ever. Yeah. Yep. Alright. Oh, I did click the thing. I guess I let go before it filled the circle up enough. Yep, there it is. It's pretty good. That's a lot of damage output there. So Dark Hole and a card I don't know in the hand right now. which may or may not be the dark hole. We don't know right now.
Nobody knows.
That's an interesting draw, but I don't know if it's good enough right now. I mean, I suppose there's no better time to use it, considering... painful choice.
Oh no.
Don't get too excited. I think probably just get rid of those. It's fine. Right, normal. Probably get trap hold, which we don't. Alright, fair enough. Get in there. Can't have that thing switching to defense on this situation right now. Alright, I don't think I win this one, but is the best chance I have is with what I've set up left in the deck, so we'll see. I mean, if there's no monsters, then, you know, those are a shot, right?
It's a shot.
Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, my hand is kind of laughing at me right now. It is unfortunate, to say the least. Mirror Force, yep. Okay, that is indeed a good card to get rid of right now, at least.
Interesting draw.
Just need to blank a few more. Alright. Need to take a proper look here. Ah, yes, okay. I think we have to get rid of the dark hole. Yeah, that was potentially an unknown at the time, because it was like I didn't, until Mirror Force was flipped, it's like I didn't know, because you could set the dark hole, right? It doesn't get triggered by bait doll, and if you've seen my own collection, you know I do not have Nobleman and Extermination, so that wouldn't actually be something you have to worry about. Ugh, okay. Well, not a great one to use it on, but
it is poetic though. It is
oh,
poetic.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Alright, not much I can really do. Yeah, so we knew that was coming, but I also know card destruction was a thing, so like I had to kind of get rid of that now. Yeah, there's still so many cards in that deck that just like win here. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm actually getting stuff down fast enough here is really the question. That's so weird how it reveals these so slowly.
One at a time, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably going to do it. Okay. We'll see.
Good time as any, I guess.
Behold, 2 spirit messages.
2 messages.
I was freaking holding 2 messages like the entire freaking game. It was really annoying.
I mean, you did say you were holding the last letter like several times.
Yeah.
For it to happen again, I wouldn't be surprised.
Alright. Here's the problem. If that's Cyberjar, then I just lose. Which it probably is. Yeah, I mean, there really isn't much that I can do, so I guess we do just have to flip it. Is there a card I'm not seeing now?
There's actually not a lot of strong cards in this one. The strongest card we had so far is Zombyra.
Yeah, okay, so I can see yours that way. No, because you played Summon Skull.
Yeah, like almost the very start of the game.
Yeah. Okay, so do I have to play as if this is Cyberjar? I think I do, right? The only way that I can even do anything here, I think, is if I play that this is Cyberjar, and I'm pretty sure I have a lot of monsters left. It's Magician of Faith, okay. I mean, that would equally be really bad, so that's not necessarily gonna kill that much. Okay, yeah. Makes sense. Alright, then we do that.
Oh no.
And we do that. You're not gonna deck me out that easily. I'm gonna go down swinging, dang it.
Well, if you're gonna do that...
Yep. I mean, hey, I know that you can't, like, remove this, so...
No.
Let's play.
Tails.
Yeah, Tails is what I went for.
Oh, shit.
Okay. We gotta do it. Because if you get rid of this, then what else do I even do? Alright, Dark Hole is still in the deck, so we're not gonna get too greedy here. This is still 2-hit kill range anyway, so I think, I mean, obviously if you draw a monster and set it, it's not, but I think we've just got to kind of play to what we have here.
You gotta do what you can.
It is a monster. Okay. Yeah, and that was the other punish. Okay. Well, obviously I don't have any reason to keep this anymore. Well, if it's Cyberjar, you win. If it's not Cyberjar, then, well, you know, we'll see. It was 4-starred. Yo, no cards
And if you attacked
left.
with Summon Skull, that would have been it.
Yeah.
So, damn, so close.
I wasn't physically able to attack directly with Zombyra, even if I had stuff with it there. So, holy crap. Okay. Huh. That sure was a game that happened there. My God. Jeez.
That was a good one, though. That was a pretty good one.
So the painful choice there, obviously, was to try and get all of the bad draws left out of my deck, because I was like, if you've got Cyberjar, then most of the cards I'd have left in my deck are monsters at that point, so it was like, yeah, I needed to try and get rid of the stuff that way. So I tried. I really tried on that one.
Well, I dare say we both tried, so...
Yeah, that was really good. Okay, yeah, let's just do that.
Could be anything.
Could be. Oh no, bunch of dudes. My pride. My dignity. I don't know.
Goblin Slayer.
I don't know if you've seen the most recent Bridge series episode. Alright, well, we do get this at least.
Wait, you just summoned a bunch of dudes in one turn? No, I summoned a bunch of dudes in one card.
Yeah, in one card, yeah. Goblin Attack Force is a really neat card though for just now. Yeah, that's fair.
Get out of the way now.
True. What do we even take is the question here. Probably you. That's pretty good. Do we want to commit to that now is the question. Alright, show me the trap hole. Excuse you. No trap hole, alright. Yeah, okay, we'll just go ahead and beat these guys up then.
Turns out the clown was the true Goblin Slayer.
Yup. Commodore. Yep, okay. Yeah, you gotta deal with him one way or another. He's really good at that, to be honest. Ah, yes. The way is I'm not going to lose my monster, but I'll lose a spell card instead. So Rosh is such a nice card for that sort of thing, though.
It is a pretty good one, yep.
Alright, I think this time we use that then.
Oh.
We hit the Magician, yep. That's what I was figuring, it's like it's gonna be something like that you'd have down, so... Alright, we'll fire this guy out. Can't attack directly with him, unfortunately, but I'm still gonna fire it out anyway. Alright. See what you got. Again, when it actually lets me. I click the thing for long enough.
Yeah, I think it's, I wouldn't say it's lagging, but it's definitely doing something.
Yeah, there might be a bit of lag to it. That's probably it. Okay. Let's just go battle here and just see what we're dealing with. Yeah. Cool.
And you still lose your 200 attack points in the graveyard.
Certainly do.
Not only do you die, but you die a weaker man.
Okay.
Could be anything.
Could be. So could this. We're trying out here.
You're trying,
Yeah, you got
but
it.
I just can't allow it, sadly.
Okay, that's fine. Now there's an
Use
interesting
the
card.
door- Design at the door. This is the no fun allowed zone.
It's okay, we'll get there. Don't worry about it. Well, this definitely makes things interesting.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, you do have like 3 destiny boards, and none of the spells are in the graveyard. So
True. You got
I-
there.
I mean, I didn't spoil anything with that, did I?
No.
mean, it's
I
scene
pulled
four.
2 and I traded for the 3rd one, so no, there's not really a spoiler off it there at all.
Nah.
Let's do that, I think.
Well, gee, do I let you draw? Do I let you draw? Do I let you draw? Do I let you summon a monster and let you draw? Or do I let you summon a monster and let you draw? Well, if you're gonna draw the hard way.
Sure. So this is the idea behind Painful Choice in this deck, obviously, is that it's like, well, I get a lot of the cards out of my deck so I can get to Destiny board faster, is mostly the aim. Whether or not it actually works is a different story, but alright, let's flip the soldier.
Don't think it works that way, but let's see what the logic is.
The logic is I'm still baiting out Cybercharge.
Speaking of,
So Kaiku, Reborn, Witch, Offerings to the Doomed is quite good, and Saga. Alright. And then we have the Fisher, Magical Hats, Man-Eater Bug, Mask of Darkness is pretty good. Not much I can immediately do. So Witch is there, Sagan is there.
I thought it was two Sangan and a Witch. I was like, wait, where's Kaiku from?
No, I guess we do just set them. Okay. So there. Yeah, now we don't see which one is which there. Let's just Fisher off the Kaiku, get some pressure off the board here. Set one. Just, yeah, no, we'll set two and go from there.
He was just busy for a second. Family walked in, so
No, it's
just
okay.
1 second. I mean, I can do stuff, but I'm just, yeah. Well, let's see here.
Ugh.
So which one was which? I think that one.
Yep.
Now the question is, what's the face down?
Yeah, what's the new one? Yep.
I mean, I don't know what else I'm expecting here. Nope, not yet. Nope. I'll try it anyway.
Oh boy. Where are we going with this?
Good question.
It's one of those situations of there's not amazing targets for stuff at the moment.
No, but there are targets.
Dream Clown is relatively good, yeah. Thankfully his battle position can't be changed this turn, so
No.
at least there is that going for me.
Exactly, he's the highest attacker here.
Yep.
She get
Well, no, there was stuff like Zombyra and whatnot as well, but
on the field currently.
on the field, yeah. Yeah. That's fine, it's tomato. So we'll get that. I guess we'll just grab Witch here.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, just get the crash. Do I want to do anything about that? What have we already got? Yeah, we'll magical hats that.
Oh,
Has my guy got a solemn here or something? Ah, okay. Yeah, that was revealed off of Cyberjar, so yeah, it does work. We'll still get the trigger. You get a battle replay, which is a little bit unfortunate for me, but it's fine. So now you can attack face with it instead, which, yeah, kind of stings, but it's alright. I mean, these are fairly dinky hits at the moment, so I guess I'm not, like, too scared about it, but still.
I thought you're calling them dainty hits. I'm like, they're not dainty. I'll give you that the witch can be a bit dainty, but no.
No, I
There
said
ain't nothing
dinky.
dainty about me. I know you said dainty, but I thought you said dainty. I'm like, what? Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, we've got to deal with the clown, right? So,
Yeah.
we've got to try anyway. Yeah. Let's do it. Okay. Yep, can trigger Kaiku. Not sure it matters that much, but I guess we can probably just ditch those two. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Kaiku and Aqua. Yep.
Yeah. See, like, Goblin Attack Force would be annoying to get Reborn back, but at the same time, he goes to defense right after, so I don't think he's that big of a deal.
Uh-huh.
I might be wrong, though. That might be me underestimating it, but... yeah, clear out the Man-Eater bug. Might as well.
No tributes.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't think you have any at this point, but why leave ammo for the enemy if they're going to be able to use it?
Yeah, there's no point in
Like,
risking
you
it.
may use a submachine gun, but you may have a submachine gun, but you may have a submachine gun with pistol ammo, but I still don't want you to have ammo regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Decisions.
Yep. Makes sense. So I suppose main 2, we're gonna do that. There he is. Alright, let's make you use the reborn on it.
If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me.
Alright. Shit, that wasn't part of the plan. Oh no. There goes my own Cyberjar. Hot damn, alright. So, Wall of Illusion, Summon Skull, and now, of course, Sujin on the field. Yikes! Alright. Torrential is pretty strong.
When it gets used.
Yeah, I strongly recommend just, getting rid of without having,
Nice.
activating, bait doll, or that card you don't have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's coming back, right? In a couple, 7 sets, I believe now. After this.
There's quite a lot of sets, to be honest. The reprint sets are quite a while away. Well, I know that neither of the cards you have in your hand can out this, so I at least you're relying on the top deck for it, so...
Could literally be anything.
Could be. Oh, no, it can't literally be anything, because then you've gone through both images. Blah, 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 blah. Yep. I had to, but you know.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll do that. We will do that. And that will do.
Then you flip it up and it's a Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer.
Oh, God. Fucking Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Oh, boy. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna have to be Trap Hold.
Yep, that's the second one.
Yep. I'm thinking it through and I'm going, I've got to do it because this is my best shot monster-wise at the moment, so... we have not seen Dark Hole yet either, which is scary. Only like one Fisher too, so... Ugh, okay. This is not an amazing position, but... I know you've got...
it's not amazing for either side.
No, it's not really. I know you've got like Summon Skull and one unknown card in hand right now. Because I killed the Wall of Illusion. So 2 unknowns here. There it is, yep. There's the Sangan.
And I guess gotta go aggressive here.
Yep.
Sangan beats. Once again.
Card is just too good to not, to like, you know, waste removal on, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, we will do that. You're wising up. It's not Cyberjar. I only have one copy of the card. I only pulled one, so... Could be anything.
It's a total mystery.
Let's try and get it out of the way at least. I mean, you haven't gone through Mirror Force yet, but if you Mirror Force a giant rat, I'm probably okay about it.
I thought you were gonna say I'd be disappointed. It's like, why?
No, it's probably fine if you do, because it's like that's one of the less painful options for it. Alright, what are we getting?
That is an option.
Four-star Ladybug of Doom. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. I'm afraid I can't let you keep that, Star Fox. We're gonna get rid of that right now.
Oh. I mean, there was only one other option I had.
That's why I've been saving it, because I was like, if you tribute summon Skull, but when you don't know this is Wall of Illusion, it's like, I'm fine with that. But I'm like, no, I can't let you keep that. It's way too good right now.
Yeah.
Of course, you might just redraw it, but... fine, I will chain it. If I must.
I can't let you keep that either.
True.
Or if you're going to keep it, at least you have to pay for it.
Which I can't really justify doing. So you'd tell me if that was a Mirror Force, right?
Would you be disappointed if it was?
Maybe a little bit. Alright, we're just gonna go combat here. This guy wins in 2 turns, so we'll just go for it. Okay.
Tight squeeze.
It's pretty close, yeah. Okay.
Hey, why don't you forceful sentry my card right now, so for knowledge's sake?
I'd love to, but I only have 1 copy of it, so I can't. This is awkward. So the thing is, I know you do have 2 Cyberjar, and that would be really bad right now if it's, But I think we just have to go for it. Like, the 4-star is obviously not amazing either, but I think we've just got to do it. Yeah, okay. At least I know at the moment things are in, like, extreme top deck mode, so there is that going for me. We've still got the Dark Hole, 2 fishes, so there's 1 potentially there. 1250 is not enough to survive on, though. I'm going to have to play this defensively. I mean, yeah, we take the dude, right?
Damn walls.
Okay. Yes, clearly set summon skull, yep.
I can't use that yet.
Okay, well, let's fire it off anyway. I don't think it's gonna matter, but we're gonna do it anyway. Get the first one out of our hand here, because of course we do. Alright, I'm sensing a box in our midst here, but we'll see. Ah, Waboku. Yeah, that's pretty good too. So I think the thing I lose to here is if you have like Dark Hole plus monster. If you're holding on to the Dark Hole because you had Waboku, that's probably a thing. But I'm just like, that's about it. If that happens, it happens. Offerings is the same idea, just to get a destroy and a monster, but ooh, no monster though. And no draw next turn as well, okay. Because that's the downside of offerings. I understand, obviously you had to use it, but okay, then we will do that. And we know Summon Skull is the last one in hand, so
I think that's it then. I can't do anything else.
I had fucking 3 of them in my hand by this point. I mean, I'm not that surprised, let's be honest, but yeah. Alright.
Oh, I only just realized what mistake I made.
Oh, it went back to... That's awkward. Whatever.
What happens when... Wouldn't be a...
Yeah, so my set was Waboku. So
that's what I thought.
Yeah, so it's like there's nothing, there's no way I was gonna ding off with it there. So I tried to switch to all chain at the start of your turn, but I think I did it at the end of my turn, so it ended up not, like going back to auto. I wanted to activate that in draw phase, but it didn't let me, and I couldn't change it back.
What's your face down monster?
It is Giant Soldier of Stone.
Okay, so the biggest mistake I made here, I actually was thinking Offerings of Doom, Streets to Region, but I don't know why I thought that was going to be the right move, because I drew Magic Cylinder.
Okay.
If I didn't use offerings, you might have attacked, but I don't see why you would. But on the off chance you had a monster, you could have ended it. You know, not off chance. But
No, if I hadn't have drawn Destiny board the turn prior, I would have actually attacked probably, and I would have lost a cylinder. But it has an animation. Oh my god! I didn't even know. Jesus. Okay.
Necrofear.
Yeah, I'm. It's like... Wow.
And it's not even Halloween yet.
Okay, so we technically got 2 Destiny Ball wins in this episode. There's nothing I can say.
That's the only one we're probably
otherwise,
gonna get. Sadly.
It is. This is probably the only time we're ever actually going to see Destiny board, but you know, I went into this expecting to get like like at least, you know, 2 1s if nothing, because I was expecting to just get wrecked in the first games and then, you know, side out of the entire strat, which I never did in the end. I was just like, man.
A lot of unexpected wins this time around, funny enough.
Pepper was like, take back all the moaning you did as I push for this now. And I'm like, you know, it actually did work, so fair. Yeah, alright. It was at least interesting. Like I said, I don't think we're ever going to see this thing come out again, to be honest, because this is as easy as it's ever going to get to use it. And oh my god, it was not easy to use this thing. You know.
When you have 3 of them, you have a good chance, but fuck.
Yeah, no, when you take a look at the deck here, you'll see just how like awkward this ended up looking for it. There were quite a few cards that weren't even in my main deck because I couldn't fit them in. Beep beep.
Beep, beep.
Yeah, I know.
And the family wants you, but you're like, I can't do anything yet, people. I'm in the middle of something.
Yeah. Well, if you want to quickly just put your deck.
Well,
thing
that's what I'm gonna be. That's what I'm gonna be doing here.
Yeah, because
I'll just say I think that's a bit of a more of a vindication. The fact that I still don't think I should have won any of the games versus Azrael at this. Like, really, those were. I want to call them stupid games, but like they were good games. They're just ended stupidly.
Yeah. If you're gonna have to leave real quick too, I think we might need to get your ban first. I know we normally want to do it the other way around, but if you need to leave, we might need to do it that way.
No, I don't think I'm gonna leave. They're just
okay.
This is her saying, "Hey, I have stuff in the car. Come, hurry up and get it."
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So. Yeah, so I can go over some of the logic behind the deck here real quick, because you see, there's not actually as many monsters as I usually play. Like, 18 is not low by any means, but it's certainly lower than I've normally been playing in these, because I needed to fit the stupid messages in. I drew a message in my opening hand every single game, by the way. All fucking 4 of them. I'm like, I'm not that surprised, but I am still disappointed.
I knew you'd be disappointed. I knew it. I brought that phrase up a lot. You finally got a chance to use it.
So the obvious thing here was to use as many things as I could to like thin the deck down without directly losing all combat, because you know stuff like Zombyra obviously is really good. Gemini Elf is good for keeping combat not always in my favor, but as much in my favor as I could. But at the same time, well, I don't have Pot of Greed. Even if I did, it wasn't legal this round. I only had the upstarts for things that way. I ended up putting in Painful Choice and Magical Hats later into the thing here, because I figured... Yeah, cool. I figured that Painful Choice, this is not the situation where I wanted to use the card, because obviously it's not particularly strong in a deck like this, but I figured it's a way of getting 5 cards out of my deck so that I can get closer to Destiny board if I haven't drawn it, right? Or the other logic for it is that, as you saw in Game 1 versus Kib, it's like, okay, he's out of the board and I don't have a way of getting the spirit message back to redo the thing. I'm just going to Painful Choice away all of the boards and the messages that are in the deck, so I have only good cards left. So that was one logic point here. And then the Magical Hats is a similar idea where I just take like 2 cards out of the deck that I don't need in order to get closer to drawing Destiny board. And it's about as good as you can do in this format for it. You know, we don't have Graceful Charity yet. That's after this set. We don't have Pot of Greed, and Upstart is the only other draw. So it's a case of use my monsters and my upstarts and stuff to thin the deck down as much as I can, and just hope I draw the board, and I hope it sticks. And yeah, I know the only
when you know it, it's stuck for both of us.
Yep. And I know, like, the only out between the two of you that actually gets rid of Destiny board would be the Mystical Space Typhoon, because if you play like Nobleman, I just chain the board. If you play Bait Dole, it activates the board. So I was like, if it actually gets on the field, then this is as good a chance as any to get rid of it. The only other thing you could have possibly done would have been like siding Tornado Bird or something to return the spell and trap back to the hand, but because as soon as one of the spirit messages or the board itself leaves, everything else that's left just goes to the grave. So
that raises a question, actually, now that I think about that. If you activate Destiny board, you put down EAT, whatever, and then you put Destiny board back in hand, do you have to redraw EAT, or do you just, because you have EAT already out, you draw H out?
No, you've got to redraw them. It is so terrible.
Okay. So that is an idea for future then.
Yep, and Pepper's saying in chat, and this is a correct one as well, if you had waited to MST the turn after, rather than MSTing on the activation of Destiny board, the message would have been placed, and then it would have been in the grave, and would have been in the same spot as game 1.
Yeah, that I didn't know until, like, I thought about it. It's like, wait.
Yeah.
Would have been just destroy the message or the actual Destiny board?
Yep.
Or would that matter?
It would have mattered, because Destiny board being a continuous card, if it isn't on the field when its effect is supposed to resolve in the chain, it fizzles entirely. It doesn't actually do anything. So when you MST'd the Destiny board in end phase, the effect to place the spirit message just stopped happening, because it was not on the field anymore. So the way to do it there was to wait until the start of my turn and then MST at some point during like my turn with it, and that would have destroyed the Destiny board whilst the message was in play. We'd have had the same situation as game 1. I have a Magician of Faith in the side deck because I only have the one, right? But that wasn't really enough of a solution. There wasn't really a solution. If you MST late into Destiny board, there's nothing I can do about it, so that's why the rest of the deck has to try and win the conventional way, right? Also, we got to see DreamClown do something today. That's actually really cool. We haven't really seen this guy do anything yet, but yeah, this would be a reason to hit Gravity Bind at some point, potentially, because he can actually work perfectly fine under that, and just, you know. But yeah, no, there's not much else I can really say with it. Obviously, trying to keep as many cards available in the side deck that if I determined I was getting completely wrecked by everything in here, I would have sided out like all 3 of the boards, the spirit messages, the upstarts, painful choice, and magical hats probably. So that's like, what, 7, 10, like 12 cards sided out for what I have in the side deck. And the side deck is a lot of the stuff that you guys were using yourself as well, potentially, like Summon Skull, the 4-star Ladybug was there, Bait Dolls were in the side deck, Change Your Heart, extra copies of stuff like Fisher, Fairy Box, the Magic Cylinder, you know.
Funny enough about the side deck is that you kept mentioning the first game, if it's Cyberjar, oh my god, Cyberjar was in the side deck, so I couldn't use Cyberjar in the first game.
Yeah, it was just one of those bits with it going like, yeah, if Cyberjar was in your like, main deck and that was the set card, I was going to be completely screwed off of that, because all of the rest of my cards out of the deck would have just been gone, and there was no way I could have won from there. So yeah, I was really trying to just play as carefully as I could around that card, because you've got 2 of it. So yeah, of course I would. So, is there anything you want to speak about with your decks at all? I know I've just been kind of, as usual, going on about my stuff the whole time. Is there anything you want to go over?
As the man that never takes a breath whenever he talks. I'm not getting over that joke, just so you know. That joke has existed for a reason.
It has. It has.
Well, can't really say this much with the deck I have right now. It's fairly standard. It's probably the most standard deck out of everything I made so far. There's no gimmick to it. The only powerhouses I have were the 2 tribute monsters. Goblin attack force is fine, bleeding defense, monster attack. Kaiku was going to attack without any real negative effects.
It's alright, we've lost him. Back in a sec.
Oh. Shit.
Okay,
Am
there
I
we
cutting
go.
out again?
Try again. Yep. I think you cut out around about the Zombyra stuff.
Zombyra, yeah. Zombyra, it has good attack, but it's only from monsters. And I was saying Kaiku was the only one that had good enough attack that didn't rely on a side effect to use his attack. Aside, and I had to build defense, whatever. Defenses are starting to become pale, so Banisher Light might get out, and as well as Akumador. I put in 1 bait doll because I wasn't sure how much I was gonna be able to use it, considering a lot of the cards that I know that I have are more so it activates and does its effect, but it doesn't really do that, as we've seen with bait doll activating on Torrential Tribute and Murder Force.
Yeah, it's not chainable is the word that you're looking for.
And I think every other card has been chainable, has it? Like every other trap card you guys have? Destiny Board, Fairy Box,
So it would have worked against the 7 tools. Looking at Azure's deck, it would have probably wouldn't have worked against Metalmorph unless he didn't have a face-up monster at the time. And then in my deck, there's main deck. It works against like the magical hats. It works against the trap holes, but not against the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
But side deck wise, it would have also hit my magic cylinder, just like it hit yours potentially. So it's got some applications for sure.
The only thing to mention is the side deck is that it has Cyber Jar to draw out the cards. It has the Destiny Board because you have to try it at least once. It had the Offerings of the Doom because I like Offerings of the Doom, but man, that cost is so costly. If I were to use that again, I may have to put in the Upstart Goblins again, because I know I have not been using that recently.
Yeah.
But if I could ban it if I wanted to.
One thing I do think is pretty...
I would do that, though.
Yeah. One thing I do think is good with the offerings is like you just used it as a play immediately, but because it's a quick play spell, that's why I like it so much, because you can set it and then use it in the opponent's turn as a disruption as well. So that's the bit which I really like about it. Going, yeah, okay, now you can use this. Like that's why I wanted it in my main deck. I just couldn't find space for it. Because I would have used that the same sort of way I used Waboku at the end there. Is like I'll set it as my last line of defense against, the final turn. And it doesn't matter if I don't draw next turn, because there isn't going to be a next turn. So,
Nah.
I wanted that main deck.
Yeah. I'm just saying, the Fairy Box is there because Fairy Box is a bitch. And I can guarantee you it's not going to be in the next duel anytime soon.
Is the thing I would actually, if we talked about it before, like we can unanimously agree that a card can just be unbanned or banned, I believe, which is why I'm asking here, why should we just unanimously agree that Fairy Books has to go without spending any bans this week or this time?
I mean, I fucking hate the card. I will not be sad to see it go, personally. If that's the way if that's what, is wanted, then I'm fine with it. And then, because
if it's a unanimous decision, it does not use it anymore.
Yeah, I think we could probably just go ahead and say, yeah, we can all agree that this card is ridiculously stupid and should not stay. I'm okay with going along with that if you want. This is one of those cases where I think it could be warranted, to be honest, because it's just not fun to play against.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
so I'm not gonna say we should ban it, but I will say if it's just too much of a dick move, that I don't think we should be using it in the future.
Yeah, so I can essentially just throw it on the list because
essentially
it's the same
we ban it.
Yeah.
It's like
we can throw it on for now because it's it will not be that relevant later on, like even when we get to GX. So like it probably is only this sort of era that we really need to worry about it, because there are so many other better cards you can use by that point. But yeah, for right now, it is just really stupid and makes you just not want to engage with the game, which like it's even worse in a way than things like Messenger of Peace, because it's not like you can't engage with a game, it's that you really don't want to, so it feels even worse mentally, right? Because it's like, man, I could win right now, or I could lose all of my monsters to a rogue set of coin flips, you know.
I mean, we get second coin toss soon, possibly, but still.
I'd rather use that with the Time Wizard that's in Joey's deck. I'll just tell you that right now. I'm not going to do that either, but I would rather.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so if you're okay with that as well, Kib, I am totally fine just throwing it under the bus right now, because spoilers, if I did lose anything this round, I would have actually like almost definitely hit it if it wasn't hit by the time like it came to my shot. So yeah. Fuck, Fairy Box is almost as bad as Snipe Hunter.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, with that said then, what will be our bans?
Well, is the recording going? Can I?
Yeah, I mean, do you want to speak about anything of your deck first? Because you didn't say anything, or is it just, is there nothing really you want to say?
I mean, there's not much to say about it, is there? I mean, I got my 3 Hysteric Fairies and Guardian of the Throne Rooms for just general light monsters that can just summon right away, with my 2 Luminous Spark with then 2150 or 2300 attack. Got my 3 Thunder Dragons, both for being able to fusion summon and also just to thin the deck out to get the cards quicker, which is also why I had the Upstart Goblins in, a Light of Intervention, just because I had 1 flip monster, which is the Magician of Faith, and nothing else, and I just didn't want to deal.
Yep.
2 other flip monsters that were happening at this time still.
Mm-hmm.
That I got the Sword of Purity and Light, because I have 2 of them easily and can banish 2 because all of my other monsters are light, except for the Dark Lord Marie, which I'm using with the Forgiving Maiden to get the St. Joan out, which is doubly nice, of course, because it's both a strong monster but also gets the Dark Lord into the graveyard to restore some health. Yeah. The Forgiving Maiden is also kind of nice as long as the Luminous Spark isn't up, just for the 2000 defense.
Yeah. Sniff that one out.
Well, other than that, it's relatively standard, of course. The Darkfall Monster Reborn, 2 of my, well, they used to be 3, but now it's 2 because I traded 1 to Kib, the Extermination.
Mm-hmm.
As well with the Bait Dolls, just to get rid of back row that, well, can't be chained in that case, hopefully. 3 Polys, because 4 fusions may as well. Swords of Forbidden Light, and Mage Power, which only really got used once today, I believe. Or twice a day.
I think it came up once, and then I had to forceful it back into the deck so I didn't die the next turn.
Right. Yeah. Metal Morph, I mean, it's more useful when your opponents also play big monsters, and that really didn't really happen today all that much. Not without the other ones with like Fairy Box or Dark or Gate Guardian thing.
Yep.
Called again?
Suijin, yeah.
Yeah. So I had it on the field for a long time, but there was never a point to activate it. So So I kept it as a minor charge thing.
Yeah. I wanted to play it in the side deck, I couldn't find space for it, but Fairy Box changed like almost everything about the way like stuff was conceived of this round, I think, because it's just, like, what is the point of committing everything to the big tributes and stuff if you could just Fairy Box over it type of thing, you know? It felt really bad for a lot of it. I did think your deck was gonna like out aggro me though, because when your dudes are big, they are like really, really big.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like I can't compete with that with what I have in my main deck. So I was thinking you were just gonna like outpace me before I even got a chance to set the board up.
They were big fat monsters.
I wasn't actually sure about those Soul of Purity and Light, if I have 2 on the field, does that mean in the opponent's battle phase it's minus 600?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Because they do stack. They are individual things. Right. Okay. Sorry about that. I just wanted to give you a chance at the stuff because we hadn't really had the chance to speak on that yet. So I just wanted to at least give you a shot at that before we move on. And it's just like, yeah, I didn't get to talk, sort of thing.
One last thing about my deck, though, our side deck also had the 2D spells and the 2 move traps because. Well, one, I was first wanted to just check out how much Fairy Box is actually being played.
Yep.
But, well, the second time where it actually would have helped to get the Destiny board out of the way, I just didn't pull it. I had to switched it out, as I said, during the duels, the Upstart Goblins for them, but didn't happen. Oh well.
Yep. It is what it is, as they say, so I've been told.
Oh, you.
There's another one we don't get to live down, right? Considering. Right.
Oh, you.
Okay, so yeah, now that we've gone through all of that, yeah, I think we can make a 4th ban, if you will, this round and just say, Fairy Box, get the hell out of my game. I do not care for that whatsoever. Like, I mean, you use it because it's too fucking strong not to use at the moment, but just get the hell out of my game. It's not making things interesting at all. Right, so apologies, we seem to be saying this quite a lot at the moment, Azure, but what would be the cards that you would like to hit this week?
Well, there's a couple of cards, of course, that caused a bit of a problem today. Of course, not Fairy Box alone. One thing. And my first decision is one of the cards I was already looking at before. Didn't help that I don't have it myself, and you both have it. But I have to say goodbye, Cyberjar.
Yep, I kind of agree with that, to be honest.
If you didn't do it, I would have, because it's stupid. But I'm not gonna joke about that. If you didn't do it, I was gonna do it because shenanigans.
What I find funny is that I was kind of expecting Cyberjar to get hit last time. I forgot that you actually had 2 of them, Kib, but it's like, I was kind of expecting Cyberjar was the bigger problem last time, and when sort of boarding through like the deck for this episode, I was like, I am so glad you got rid of Morphing Jar for this, because I know I'm going to keep drawing Spirit Messages in my hand, and I do not want to get them Morphing Jarred away immediately. Like, if you had card destruction, then so be it, but like, having 2 cards that do that, it was just like, no, I really don't want to deal with that this round, so yeah. Morphing Jar itself might be able to come back later, but quite a bit later, to be honest. It's Cyberjar, on the other hand, no. Card is too good.
Probably not for a while.
Yep. Alright, number 2.
That's a little bit of a trickier one, but the one duel today that took so long unnecessarily was mainly forced by a combination of 2 cards. That was the Dark Door and Suijin, and I don't know, it wasn't really all that fun to play in the end.
Fair enough.
I don't really want to just exclusively hit Kib by banning Suijin, so I'd rather get rid of the Dark Door here.
I think I actually have Suijin myself as well, but I am well beyond playing that card right now, so
It's so annoying to go against, especially in combination with the Dark Door, so I want to see the Dark Door go on.
Okay, I completely understand that, yeah. That card is also very stupid. I only pulled 1 copy of it, otherwise, I mean, obviously not with Destiny Board, I wouldn't have played it, but if I didn't play Destiny Board, I was probably going to play some sort of Earth Gravity Bind type thing, and Dark Door would have been in there as well. If you haven't seen how annoying Dark Door is until you've seen it with Dream Clown, right? So, yeah. If I had more copies of it and I wasn't playing D-Board, I probably would have done the same thing here. Yeah, Dark Door is definitely the problem card out of the 2, so I do agree with that as well. I think it's a good hit. Right, Mr. the Kibatu, you have a hit as well, so
I got it. I'm going with my gut instinct, but I'm just gonna say this right now. My mind is like, I'm not using Upstart Goblin. They're using Upstart Goblin. Do I want to deny their draws too?
I mean,
I can use Upstart Goblin as one. looking at the draw options anyway, so this is gonna be running its course in a hot minute here. So my gut feeling, instead, painful choice. I know
Sure.
that card. I know that chart is shit, and I don't want to mess with it anymore.
Sure. I was a little bit of a shame to have to use it in this deck of all things, but honestly, we know how bad it's going to get later on. I don't really blame you for that at all. At least I got to use it, and it actually did something beforehand.
It did its job, yeah.
Yeah, it thinned out what I needed to. I would not have won that first game against you if I didn't get rid of all the spirit messages and stuff out of my deck, so no, I do not blame you for that at all. The card is absolutely nuts.
Do you get the messages from Destiny board if they're in the graveyard as well?
No, that's the reason why I got rid of them, because I can't use the other Destiny board when I don't have spirit messages in my deck or hand. So yeah, I had no choice at that point. I had to resort to plan B, basically, of just beat down. And yeah, painful choice was one of the really big things that actually got me to the bottom of the deck and got me to the important cards that I had left. So I don't blame you. And yeah, I mean, it's not until Dark Beginning 1 where it comes back as a common, and like, oh my god, it's a common in that set. So yeah, no. Yeah, no, I totally do not blame you with that. So it would have gotten hit. Yep, it would have gotten hit before Invasion of Chaos anyway, because of the fact of I just dumped like 2 lights and 2 darks instantly with it. So you know, this is as good a time as any to ping it. This means I get to keep Forceful Sentry for another round, which I'm obviously happy with.
Next time, gotcha.
Yeah. I'm going to do something a little bit controversial here. I did not expect to be in this spot, to be honest.
Again.
We are opening Tournament Pack 3 today as our extra one, because that is right after Labyrinth and Nightmare. We get 10 packs of that. There is a card in there, which is a common, that we have been wanting for quite a while, and only one person has pulled it so far. I do not trust that I am going to get more than one copy of it, however, so I'm going to put Pot of Greed to 1.
Oh, not 1. Put it at 5.
No. So, yeah, there's 10 packs. It is a common in the thing, so it can be further unrestricted later, so long as it doesn't get banned first, because it can still go up, but it can't. If it gets banned again, then that's it for now. But yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and limit Pot of Greed and
to 1.
To 1, yeah, because I don't trust that I'm gonna pull more than one of it.
Hope you pull 3 and I pull 1.
I mean, if we do pull more, and you know, one of us goes 2-0, yeah, could be. So, yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to put it at 1, which means next set we're gonna have 1 pot and 1 graceful charity, because we get the thing here as well. The Yugi, not the Yugi one.
Joey and Pegasus.
Joey and Pegasus, yeah. So I've actually already gone ahead and like added the cards that I wanted out of those decks myself, because I had time during the week to do so. So when I give you my CSV stuff later on, you will see that there are some of the cards there. Not all of them, because I've just added, like, Trap Hole was in there, or Wabaka was in there. I just added to the ones I've already got, so they're organized in different bits. But yeah, I added the stuff earlier on in the week. Talking is hard.
It always is.
So
I'm just gonna interrupt this real quick. The family is calling me away, so I will have to go real quick. I'm gonna record my draft, put it as an unlisted video, and just upload that and share with you guys, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the one that's like have no proof whatsoever. So I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah. No, that sounds good to me. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I can probably put it in the chat as well, but it's 10 packs of Tournament Pack 3, and then 24 of Legacy of Darkness. And
one card of each from the...
One of each, with the exception of the Dark Hole and like stuff that we had before. No Dark Hole, no Reborn, no... Which was the other one? I think Change of Heart was still in there as well, yeah. So... the same sort of bit as before. I'll go recheck. It's a very small list of stuff that we don't get when we've already got copies of them, but obviously those are the big ones here. As we have seen today already, we do not need more than 1 copy of Change of Heart and Monster Reborn to kill the game. So, you know.
Just wait till I win the 2 and I unlimit my Monster Reborn.
I mean, yeah, you could do that. Yeah, so in this one, Dark Hole, nobody got Giant Trunade beforehand, so that is fine. Later on, we won't pick up extra copies of it. Change of Heart and Monster Reborn are the only ones which are in the Joey Pegasus decks that we think you'd already have. So yeah, pretty obvious, I suppose, for stuff that way. We do not need more Dark Holes than we already have that way. So we'll leave it at that. And
I mean, one's enough to destroy the universe. So
certainly is. Still can't believe it had its own animation before Regeki in the Master Duel. What on earth was up with that? Does Regeki even have an animation right now, or is it just Lightning Vortex?
it might. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, gotta head out. So
Yep.
talk to you guys later. Thanks for the duels or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll see you all next time.
Good luck with the card pulls later.
Oh yes.
And for those on the YouTube side, this is the end for the Labyrinth of Nightmare stuff. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. We pulled off Destiny Board, and of course they put a fucking jump scare in the middle of the animation for it, right? Why would they not? But yeah, no, it's good stuff. So on Twitch side, we're going to pull the next packs now, and best of luck to you on this one, Azrael. Again.
Thank you.
Sorry for saucing on that a little bit, but oh well.
Well, I as I said before, I made at least a much more significant effort than last time. And
Yeah, it showed.
Really showed.
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you.
So I think you did well this time around. So we'll get there. Honestly, we will. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have shown in the past you are definitely capable of beating me on these things. So it is not like all one-sided on this stuff. So yeah.
I mean, I won a duel at least today. I mean, not the match, but
Yes.
that's something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
That's it. Best of luck, and
Yep.
talk to you later.